sounds of the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. I swear I'll never be a sandwich. My enemy. I swear I'll never be a sandwich. Look out for yourself. But I'm ready. Your words up on the wall as you're praying for my phone, and the laughter in the halls and the names that I've been called. I stack it in my mind and I'm waiting for the time when I show you what it's like to be worse fit in a mind. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. I swear I'll never be a sandwich. My enemy. I swear I'll never be a sandwich.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome inside Welland Stadium. Alec Murray and Reese Dumani with you. Reese, Game 3 of this best-of-5 IBL quarterfinal between the Welland Jackfish and the Kitchener Panthers goes down tonight. Ben Abram a chance to advance the Fish back into the semifinals once again this season.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better guy on the bump to try and close it out. You know, it's been consistent. A Saturday night at the Pond is a Ben Abram night at the Pond. So he threw a gem last weekend against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. I expect nothing less today from him.
For Kitchener, it's just been the inability to get hits in timely spots, Reese. This Jackfish pitching staff has totally dominated the Kitchener Panthers through in, through out. You look back to Game 1, Teodoro Ortega, 8 innings, 8 punch-outs of scoreless baseball. Doesn't get any easier in Game 2 as Euclides Layer doing basically the exact same thing to Kitchener, but in their own ballpark. Back-to-back excellent starts. The bullpen was tremendous as well last night. Saw Davey Mendez and Pedro de Los Santos out of the back end of the bullpen to lock that one down. And now tonight, you got to face Ben Abram, who on any other team in this league is an ace, is a number one. On this team, he's a 3A, we would say.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. 1C, 1A, 1B. Yeah, no, it's we're lucky here in Welland to have such great pitching, and you're right. Ortega, he took a no-hitter into the 7th inning, I believe it was, went a total of 8. We saw Howitt close it out in the 9th. You mentioned Kitchener, the inability to hit the ball and get runs, just 3 runs in that game, and then they were only able to manufacture 2 runs yesterday. And it came on a home run, 1 swing of the bat, right? So for them, yeah, I mean, it'd be lovely if they could score early and often for Kitchener's sake to try and extend their season. But for the Jackfish, you're right, it's not easy. It's Ben Abram, right? This is a Game 1 starter. He's got the talent for it. It's just got Ortega and Euclides Layer that went before him.
Pitching wins championships. Jackfish learned that the hard way last season, looking to come back to it this year, and their pitching has been the backbone of this team. And we say that with how good the offense has been, the pitching has been the backbone and has been the wheel that has turned this Welland Jackfish team that has been on an absolute heater the last 3 weeks of the season and now here into the playoffs. Don't take anything for granted in the playoffs, though, because like we mentioned, Reese, it is a whole reset. It doesn't matter if you're the 1 seed, the 5 seed, or the 8 seed. I mean, as we've seen so far throughout the IBL playoffs, all over the place. Upsets galore here and there. Guelph last night destroyed London in the 6-3 in London. That Game 2 goes tonight, so we'll keep you updated on that one. Should be interesting from Guelph. Also, Hamilton a chance to advance tonight in Chatham-Kent. They hold a 2-0 series lead. The underdogs, if you want to, in that series, being the 5 seed, the 4 seed, exactly. And then on the other side of things, the Toronto Maple Leafs should be up 2-0 over the 2-seed Barrie Bay Cats. But whatever happened in the 9th inning of Game 1 happened. They lost. They bounced back in a big way at home, which is a place, Reese, that they hadn't played very well all season long.
Yeah, you're right. It's strange. If Their priorities were straight. They have one of the best relievers, if not the best reliever in the playoff, or in the league, I should say, and he closes out Game 1.
Yes.
And they do go back to Barrie up 2-0 for Game 3 tomorrow. But it is what it is. You're dealt the hand that you get, and it is what it is. You just got to find a way. So, I mean, yeah, that's a huge game yesterday. That was Benitez that started for Barrie, so Toronto was all over him. You mentioned Hamilton, a chance to sweep as well tonight in Chatham-Kent, so that's a 5 seed leading a 4 seed right now. And then Guelph, I mean, Custodio, we knew what he was going to be. There's no surprise that he shoved yesterday and held the majors in check for pretty well the entire ball game. So, yeah, it's weird. The playoffs are weird, and it is what it is. You know, the Jackfish, they're up 2 games to none, but that doesn't mean you stop trying. It doesn't mean you stop going 100 miles per, right? You just got to keep your foot on the gas pedal and have a great night, do the fundamentals correctly, and you can wrap this thing up and get yourself a little bit of rest heading into Game 2.
Gotta get the job done tonight. Talking to everybody pregame, no doubt. You have to win tonight, even though you're up 2-0. You don't want to go back to Kitchener for a Game 4. You want to do it in front of your fans here tonight with Ben Abram on the bump for the Welland Jackfish. He was tied for the league lead in wins, and he's going to go back to that hopefully here tonight. Reese, quickly, keys to the game for the Jackfish.
For the Jackfish, play clean baseball. You know you're going to get good pitching. That's not a concern, but play clean baseball. Don't play down to your opponent. Yes, it's 1 versus 8. Yes, you're up 2-0, but you can't focus on that. And for the Kitchener Panthers, you have to put as much pressure on Ben Abram as possible. Just make him feel uncomfortable on that mound.
Attack him early and often. We've seen teams have success, a little bit of success versus Ben Abram in that category. So we'll see if Kitchener can play off of that. Right now, let's head down to the field level for the national anthem as we get set for first pitch here at Welland Stadium in Game 3.
Please welcome CJ, Green Bay, and Mr. Southside. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patient love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. The one and only Green Bee, CJ. And now, Fanatics, please direct your attention to the mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch. We welcome one of our great Fanatic fans. Please welcome Mason. Fans, once again, let's hear it from Mason. Down to the field, we've got the Play Ball Kids. All right, Fanatic, I got Hadley and Callie here to get this party started on 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
And welcome back inside the broadcast booth here at Welland Stadium. Alec Murray, Reese Dumani, thanks for joining us. Vibes are immaculate tonight at the pond here in Welland. Game 3 of the best of 5 in the IBL quarterfinals series. The Jackfish, a chance to sweep, a chance to punch their ticket back into the semifinals yet again here in 2025. There he is, the man of the night. Ben Abram gets the nod for the Welland Jackfish. No shock tonight that he gets the start. here in game number 3 for the Welland Jackfish. His numbers on the season, fantastic. He led the league, was tied for the wins in the IBL this season with 7, and his teammate Teodoro Ortega, who started game 1. And Big Ben looking to go through this Kitchener order just as his past 2 counterparts in Euclides Lair and Teodoro Ortega did respectively in games 1 and 2. RD, this should be a great game. And for Kitchener, they're going to have to find a way to hit this Jackfish pitching because they haven't been able to the first 2 games. Yeah, you can't normally go 7 innings without getting a hit and expect to win a ball game. Now, a lot of their success will be on the backs of Evan Elliott. We'll get to that once we get to the bottom of the first, but you're right. You gotta be on Ben Abram right from the hop. You can't wait around. You've got no time to wait. You've got 9 innings to pull out a victory or you're done. So the Kitchener Panthers, they're playing for their season this year, and they hope it doesn't end. On the other side, the Jackfish
Panthers,
hoping to move on.
Number 17,
Yosvani Panalvi,
Kiefer.
or check that, sorry. Reset here. As Toronto will be without one big bat in their lineup. Matteo Zeppieri off to school, so he is out today for game 3 and the rest of the season, however long it may go. The Brooms are out in the crowd, Reese Dumani. There they are behind home plate. And the Jackfish fans hoping for a clean 3 sweep. There's the Kitchener Panthers offensive lineup. And let's take a look at the Jackfish defense tonight. Here on your screen, Brennan Hupe, Gio Morello, Matteo Porcelato, much of the same as Abram delivers a called strike. Thomas Green and Brendan Luther on the left side, Jonah Weisner and Smack on the right side. It'll be Ben Abram pitching to Robert Mullen. Grayson Barrett will be the DH tonight. 6:07, time of the first pitch tonight as Abram rocks into the 0-1. Kiefer will slash it foul. So Petey Kiefer moving up to the top of the lineup. Reese, in the absence of Matteo Zeppieri, a little bit of a shakeup in the Kitchener order.
Absolutely, yeah. We definitely would have been asking questions if not for the help of our counterpart Mark Perry in Kitchener. He shot me a text last night just to let me know that Zeppieri was not going to be a part of the lineup today.
Or moving forward, as that one's a little nubbler back to Ben Abram, who's off the mound in time, makes the throw for the first out of the ball game, 1 away here in the first.
Or moving forward, you're correct in that. It's not just tonight. If there were to be a game 4 or potentially a game 5, Zeppieri is off to school, so he has an impact just like Morrison does with Chatham Kent, where it just seems like there's something missing at the top of the lineup for the Kitchener Panthers, and Zeppieri's that guy. I mentioned Morrison for Chatham Kent, so yeah, they had to switch things around.
I mean, Chatham Kent has just been such a different team without Evan Morrison at the top of that lineup. I mean, as that one is going to be chopped to second. Weisner takes it on a high hop, out of first in time. 3 pitches, 2 outs to start the ball game for Abram. Just watching that team, they feed off Evan Morrison.
Fuji.
We talked about him. He's an MVP candidate this season. He's been outstanding all year with the bat. He's been outstanding at second base. Does it on the base paths as well. It would be like the Welland Jackfish losing a Matteo Porcelato or losing let's say a James Smybert just as the playoffs were about to begin. And to Chatham's credit, yeah, they put up 9 runs last night, but their pitching didn't help them out, giving up 10, right? So that series could be over tonight as well. You mentioned it. Hamilton a chance to close it out in 3 straight in Chatham tonight. We'll keep you updated on that one. As well, Guelph is back at home looking to take a 2-0 series lead over the Majors in Game 2 of that series, which also goes tonight from Hastings. 0-2 quickly, and a swing and a miss by Yosuke Fuji.
Yeah, you score 9 runs in a playoff game, more times than not you expect to win. You're right, and just the pitching hadn't been there or wasn't there for the Barnstormers last night.
Abram rocks into the 0-2. Here it comes, a breaking ball. Throws him at the plate, strike 3. Nothing you can do with that pitch. Gorgeous from Ben Abram. A 6-pitch inning to open game 3 for Abram. 1-2-3 go the Panthers. As we head to the bottom half of the first, Kitchener scoreless. Jackfish coming up.
Take it away.
All right, Fanatics, I'm here in section 107 with Kenzie, who hails from the good old Rose City. She's never been to a Jackfish game before somehow, some way, don't know why. Anyway, she wants to become one of you whether she likes it or not, and the only way to do that is one thing and one thing only. What's that, Fanatics? And here comes Fisher Lady Frederica herself, an ice-cold Halifax cod. Make some noise for Kenzie. She's about to come one of you. Yes. Welcome to the team. You're going to walk home with a Niagara College gift pack and an ice cold blue Gatorade. Congratulations. One more time for the newest fanatic of the pond, Kenzie.
Fans, in case you haven't heard, free French fries if Welland Jackfish pitchers strike out 5 or more opposing hitters during any home game this season. Each fan here at the park can redeem their game tickets for a free medium fry with any purchase at Welland McDonald's locations, Niagara Street and Lincoln Street, and $10 from every strikeout this season will be donated to the Ronald McDonald House. Fans, we're pleased to announce that the Welland Jackfish at the Pond is a licensed entertainment venue. Visit the bait shop concessions or the new Miller Lite dugout located on the third base side and enjoy an ice-cold tall
Evan
boy.
Elliott gets the
Please
start
drink
in a must-win game for the Kitchener Panthers as he takes the rubber tonight. For Kitchener there, the numbers on the season, not great, not bad for Elliott. We thought we were going to see him in game 1, but here he is in game 3 in the most important game of the season for Kitchener. Reese, an ERA just north of 6. He's got a 2-4 record. He's going to get a fair share of strikeouts, but for Elliott, it's got to be his best of the season tonight in Welland.
You know what? And he had one of the best pitching performances by an opponent at the Pond this season. It was earlier on this summer. It was a 4-3 game. The Jackfish were able to walk out with a 1-run victory, but Elliott was really, really good in that ball game. We both thought he should not have stayed in as long as he did.
Yes.
You know, he was kind of left out to dry a little bit, and the fatigue started to set in. Jackfish found a way to get in front, but that was one of his best performances of the year. I'm sure it was one of the best, like I said, for an opponent this year, and you're right. He's going to have one of his best, if not his best game tonight.
Kitchener didn't get a bad start last night from Mr. McNeil, but
no.
By no means was it a good start, Reese, but he did hold his team in it. He got better as the game went on for Kitchener. Got kind of hijacked early on by the Jackfish, but did only end up giving up 6 runs. As Weisner will foul one off, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, Smybert with an early home run. 2-run shot at Jack Couch. Got the Fish rolling, and you're right, he did get better as the game went on.
Oh-2 on the way. Weisner's going to shoot one right back up the middle. That's going to do it. Base hit to lead off the bottom of the first, and Weisner's aboard.
If you notice on your screen, we do have a 4-man umpire crew for this game 3. An elimination game, so they do add an extra body. Mike Kinnear's at first base. Scott Costello is at second. Ray Brownlee is at third. And Francesco DiBiase is calling the balls and strikes.
So here is Gio Morello. Has had a good start to his postseason on both sides of the baseball, as a strike one is called. Defensively made a great save to end the ball game in game 1 out in center field. He's also been productive with the bat. Similar to Jonah Weisner, he's in an 0-2 hole now against Elliott.
That was the issue in game 1 for Vargas, is just his inability to get ahead of hitters. And it eventually caught up with him throughout the middle of that ball game where the Jackfish scored all of their runs. See Elliott here just attacking the strike zone early.
Another great crowd on hand tonight for game number 3 in this best of 5. Elliott comes set, long pause. And time is going to be called by Gio.
This is one of the weirdest defensive alignments I've ever seen for a double play. Normally, you like to have the guys with their heels on the grass, and then they move in with the pitch, but they are well in front of the grass.
That's a great point. Gio Morello's going to spoil this one. Back up into the seats. Nice catch by a fan down there. About 10 rows up.
Great catch.
So now that we've
finest.
got the draft beer system in and set up here at the pond, that's got to be a this year playoff goal or a next year goal where somebody catches a foul ball and chugs it with the beer.
Well, we can do that because we do have.
Yeah, that's.
We do have it on tap now. It's a great point. And a flex.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Nonetheless, a nice grab down there by the fan. Gio remains at an 0-2 count. Jonah's going to take off, and it's fouled off again.
I think Jonah had that bag stolen, but just too close to take for Morello.
It's a lot of pressure to put on your two-hole hitter down 0-2. Making him swing away to protect, but doesn't want to take a pitch that's too close to the zone reese.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's almost like a run and hit where he's off, and then you go for it if it's close.
That one hit him. That's going to hit Gio Morello in on the outside part of his foot, it looked like, and a tough bounce for Elliott, who was ahead 0-2, and he's lost both of them now to start this ball game.
It's been a rough stretch for Gio Morello, too, because he was hit a couple of times yesterday in game number 2, and he's going to need an extra second going up to first base. But, yeah, you get up 0-2, and then it wasn't really a competitive pitch to Weisner. It was just right down the middle. He grooved a fastball, and Weisner hit it up the middle. And then with Gio Morello, a couple of pitches were spoiled, and then you get the point. He's trying to go to the back foot with that breaking ball, but just hung on to it a little bit too long, and it caught that front foot. And it's free 90 for Gio Morello.
Looks like Junior Ibarra was shaken up on the play as well on the redirect to that baseball. But again, Gio just does what he does best, and he gets on base once again in this series. No matter the way, it usually ends up with Gio Morello on a base path somewhere. And that's the situation once again here, as Elliott once again starts out his third consecutive hitter with a called strike one. It's one thing to get ahead, Reese. It's another thing to find that put-away pitch. And against such a potent lineup, you got to execute. Weisner bouncing around at second base. Elliott takes his time, now comes home. Porcelano's going to slice one foul, could be playable. Fuji giving chase, coming up just short. And for the third consecutive batter, he's ahead 0-2.
Yeah, it's all fine in Jim Dandy to get up 0-2, but it still doesn't make a difference if you can't put a guy away. And obviously, it's a tough lineup to work your way through with Weisner, Gio, Porch. It doesn't get any easier with Smybert, and then Mullen, and then Barrett, and I could keep going, but I'll go through the entire lineup. But
Luther, there you go.
Hupe.
Outside for ball one. There is the Jackfish lineup tonight. Exact same as it was the first two games in the defense for Kitchener. Exact same, except you get Cabral in center. Osawa shifts to left to take over for Zeppieri. Other than that, all the same on the defensive side of the ball for Kitchener. 2-2 now. Good job by Porcelano not to chase on either of those two pitches.
And they're keeping a really close eye on Weisner out there at second base. That's Petey Kiefer that's bouncing back and forth with Weisner.
I would be shocked to see them both take off. Not even holding on Morello at first. Able to hold off that swing and takes a great pitch. 3-2. That was eerie similar to the first pitch of the at-bat race that was called a strike.
Yeah, that's a great spot for that pitch. Elliott thought he had painted that inside corner. Home plate umpire didn't.
Porch has worked it back to full. Big early payoff coming here in the first from Elliott. Here it comes. Porch fouls it off, and Ibarra's taking a beating early on. That might have caught the home plate umpire as well.
You get to call balls and strikes through a virtual box. And you clipped with foul balls, errant pitches. Who wouldn't want to do that?
So he'll take some time and reset as he steps in behind the plate.
This is really the first at-bat we've seen the Jackfish work a count against Elliott. Yes, Morello did get a couple of foul balls, but this is an extended at-bat here for Porch.
Another payoff coming from Elliott. 15th pitch of the inning already. Able to spoil it. It probably would have been outside, but too close to call for Porch. He'll see another.
Yeah, good call, Alec. That's way too close to take. You're right. It probably would have been out, but again, you can't leave it to chance. The final decision is by the man wearing black, so can't rely on the umpire to help you out one bit. So that's a good spoil from Porchelato.
Wind is howling out to center field. Here comes another 3-2. That one is not competitive. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So he starts off each of the first 3 Jackfish batters 0-2, and he can't find a put-away pitch. You get a base hit, a hit by pitch, and a walk. And Elliott's loaded the bases with nobody away for James Smyber.
5, James
And that's one of the easiest takes that Porchelato is going to have the entire playoffs. That one immediately out of the hand. You knew it wasn't going to break far enough down into the strike zone, so you just watch it go by into the glove of Ibarra, and then you take your base. But yeah, I mean, good on Elliott for getting up 0-2, like I said, but it means absolutely nothing if you can't put these hitters away.
James Smyber sends it on the first pitch, deep left field. It's going to hang up in time. The catch will be made by Osawa. Tagging from third is Jonah Weisner, and another productive at-bat from Smack Smack. Jackfish, for the 3rd straight time in this series, have an early lead. It's 1-0.
Batting 5th, the catcher, number 23.
That's a heck of a job by Smyber there. Another unselfish at-bat. We've seen that quite a bit through the first 3 games here, except the dinger he hit in the first inning yesterday. But it's a pitch that's away. He doesn't try to pull it. He lets it travel a little bit further. He knows he can elevate that baseball. He's got a ton of speed at third base, so you just have to get it medium depth or so, and you know that run's going to come home. So nice job to get his team on the board first.
Here's Robbie Mullen now with 2 aboard and 1 away. Taking all the way on the first pitch, and it's a called strike. Mullen last night had a productive night as well from the dish. Maybe one of the longest singles you'll see all season as well. 0-1 on the way from Elliott. Just gets under that pitch and skies it into center field. Second baseman Towers going out, backpedaling, caught it right in the palm of his glove, but able to squeeze it for out number 2.
Batting 6, the designated
Falling under
hitter,
it, you're right.
number 24.
Got a good swing off, but
Barrett.
was too far under. That's an easy out. They did call infield fly as well, so. Be up to Barrett now. See if he can get a 2-out hit.
So here's Grayson Barrett, who has already amassed 5 hits in this series. It was either hard contact last night for him or a strikeout. 2 for 5. A couple of really clutch and hard hit base hits for Barrett, but 3 strikeouts on the night. So you get some and you give some, I guess.
Yeah. That's what happens when you've got some pop and you can drive a baseball. Sometimes the strikeouts might be a little bit higher.
It's got to be in the back of your mind, too, where you're playing. Grayson Barrett going to flare one off. Could be playable. Fuji out of his reach. Every time you go to Kitchener, you grip the bat a little tighter.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know you're one routine fly ball away from getting a home run.
Talking about home runs, that series between Chatham, Kent, and Hamilton has had enough home runs for the entire IBL season.
Yep.
Oh.
That's 10-5 game in game number 1, and every run was scored on a home run. That's crazy. I don't care what ballpark you're playing at.
Game 2 wasn't much different.
Nope.
1-2 count. Elliott's ahead once again. He has not fallen behind a batter yet tonight. And if he could escape with only 1 run given up in the first, he will take it. Elliott comes set. Delivery to Barrett. Sends one high in the air. Right center field. Who's got it? It's going to be the center fielder calling off the right fielder, Panove, to make the catch. The inning is over, so Elliott works himself in and back out of trouble. Only concedes the 1 run. Nice job by him to get out of it. And we will head to the second inning. Nonetheless, Jackfish, for the 3rd straight ball game, score first. They have a 1-0 lead as we head to the second.
Alicia and Tim versus Kenny and Brianna for the TurfNet Sports Supply Bubble Blast. Here's how this works. When I say go, you take off. Bring a bubble down, or I guess balloon down here. Pop it with any way you can without using your feet or hands. Pop all 3 the quickest. Walk home with a gift certificate to TurfNet Sports Supplies. All right, it's Saturday at the pond. Only know one thing and one thing only. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh. Oh, hurt her. Sheesh. All right, that's 1 bubble down. Here we go. There comes 2 balloons. Uh-oh. Little speed wobble there. Sheesh. All right, last one. Make some noise for Alex. Here we go. Down to the home stretch. Who is taking home the gift card? I hear that pop. Are you okay?
Draw will take place at the end of the 7th inning.
Top half of the second inning. Thanks for joining us. Alec Murray, Reese Dumani on the call with you tonight.
Here at the pond. Visit
Jackfish looking to punch their ticket. Be the first team to punch their ticket into the IBL semifinal series, which presumably would start late next week.
Number 48, Junior Ibarra.
I know we've got movie night here at the pond.
Coming up on Friday. That's a great point.
So that's
Shrek.
It is. Best one. First one is the best one. It's not even close. And they've delayed Shrek 5. Look at me being
probably a good thing. Yeah, just go off.
Well, the graphics look terrible.
As that one is punched into right field for a base hit. Ibarra leads things off in the second for Kitchener.
This is my inner, 9-year-old coming at.
He's wearing green tonight too, so it's
first baseman number 11, AJ Carrozas.
They just look terrible. It looks like one of those movies that. Actually, I'm not going to get into that. Never mind. I might get in trouble. If you can read between the lines, people might know what I mean. But yeah, much different from Shrek 1.
But it will be the OG Shrek here at the pond, as that one's a ground ball. Could be 2. Weisner's got it. Quick turn to second, not in time for Luther to get off a throwback to first base. They do get the lead man, Ibarra. So 1 away. And he'll be replaced by Carrozas at first base.
Yeah, just not hit hard enough for them to even think about turning a double play. So you take the easy out at second. Ibarra, not the fastest runner in the world, so that's an easy first out. All Abram needs is another one of those. Just hit a little bit harder.
Here's Trent Lawson, who is hitless so far through 2 games this series. Abram delivers. Ball 1.
I think for Kitchener, it's not a bad trade-off. You get Carrozas instead of Ibarra at second, albeit 1 out, but that's a little bit more speed. Ben Abram fell off the mound a little bit awkwardly there. So pitch didn't come clean out of his hand and got away from him.
Lawson strokes one to left center field, but Gio Morello will be beat by nobody. And he makes that catch look way easier than I'm assuming it was. 2 down.
Left fielder number 1, Runta Osawa.
That's loud contact that you think would lead to a gapper, an extra base hit, but Morello he covers so much ground out there and makes it look easy. That's not an easy play.
It's a swirling wind tonight here in Welland, about 23 degrees at first pitch, but cloud cover. Gonna get a little chilly tonight. Abram delivers ball 1 to Osawa. Trying to strand Carosis at first. Osawa, same spot as the last one, except that ball's going to get down. Line drive base hit for Runta. Osawa continues the inning. And that'll give Charlie Towers a shot with a runner in scoring position.
Towers.
I don't think he could have put it any closer to where Lawson hit it than he did. Just a little bit of a lower line drive, and it's able to get down in front of Gio, who actually tried to throw behind the runner at second base, Carosis, to see if he could catch him a little bit too far off the bag. But Abram, a little bit of traffic on the bases here in the second.
Hot shot to second. Jonah Weisner ranging over to his left. Makes the grab, inning over.
Fans,
so Kitchener gets some good wood on a couple of baseballs, but they don't get any runs as Ben Abram able to limit it. He strands a pair. We enter the bottom of the second. Jackfish on top, 1-zip. Here in Game 3 of the IBL quarterfinals.
Jackfish gear tonight.
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. 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 Please don't let me in. Yeah. Can't answer my phone now. Just leave it there, that tone. Ballin' can't beat me up, cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Alec Murray, Reese Dumani. The Abrams always showing out on Abram Pump Day here in Welland, and what a fit. Oklahoma Cowboys is alma mater in college for the NCAA Division I Cowboys, and then how about those fish hats?
Those are awesome.
You find out we can get a set of those. We'll have to ask Benny later on tonight where his parents were able to find those.
Yeah, we need those. That's a solid fit.
Absolutely. Top tier, the best fans in the league by far, is the Abrams here supporting Big Ben, who has made it proud through 2 innings so far. He's thrown up 2 zeros in this one as we are into the bottom of the second inning. And Thomas Green will lead things off for the Jackfish. It'll be 7-8-9 due up for Welland in the bottom of the second against Elliott, the starter for Kitchener. Thomas Green going to send one left field on the first pitch he sees. It's going to hang up there in time. Osawa drifting over to his left to make the catch, 1 away.
Green trying to ambush Elliott there to start the inning. Just a little bit under it. The ball will carry if you do hit it hard and you hit it in the right spot, but just a little bit under it was Green there, trying to give his team another run.
Here is Brendan Luther now with 1 away and nobody aboard. Luther in the postseason has been just as advertised and just as good as he has been throughout the regular season in all 42 games that he played in for the Welland Jackfish. Did not miss a single one in the regular season as he takes a called strike.
It's the definition of consistency.
I think it makes his 360 slash line that much more impressive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Elliott deals the 0-1. Look out. Almost behind Luther, able to get out of the way. 1-1.
The quick feed, he'll give a little bit of a smile to Ibarra, too. Be like, come on. What do you got to do that to me for? But dodging it like that is way better than finding out how it feels to get hit there.
1-1 is inside. 2-1.
There might be a little bit of a game plan here against Luther to try and keep that ball inside and try to jam him as much as possible. Don't let those arms get extended too much.
Well, he gets those arms extended and deposits it into left field, base hit. A one-out single for Luther. We'll bring in Brendan Hupe.
The left fielder, number 21.
And with as much traffic as the Jackfish did have in that first inning, there was only one hit. And that being the second hit that Elliott's given up, those are just two center cut pitches that should be hit that hard and find holes. And in the first it was Wisner, this time it's Luther, and yeah, those arms were extended and he got a really good cut at that pitch that had a ton of plate. That's just where you can't pitch Luther.
Well, he's aboard once again and wants for him to take off here on Elliott as he gets a read on the starter for Kitchener. Top of the order lingering, Jonah Wisner on deck. We're going to throw back over, look out, good save by Carosis.
And there would be a long way to go for right fielder Yosvani Penalve if that throw would have gotten away.
1-0 the count to Hupe. Swings away at the 1-0 pitch. Pops it in on the infield. Charlie Towers camping under it, makes the catch. One as now 2 away here in the second inning.
Your second baseman, number 4, Jonah Wisner.
This looks like the Jackfish early on looking to put the ball in the air. We sort of saw that in game 1 here in Welland, where it was first time through the order. You saw quite a few fly balls, quite a few line drives, and they weren't really rewarded for it until they got to the second time through the order and they started to put the ball on the ground a little bit more. They started to hustle out some soft dribblers on the infield, whereas every out so far for Elliott has been in the air.
Got him picked off. Luther's going to get into second base safely as Carosis throws the ball into left field, and he's in a scoring position. Well, he cut all his losses and said, well, I got picked up, but I'm just going to try and get in there safely regardless. And he did.
I think if that throws on, he's still safe.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. Yeah, once you commit, you can't just give up, and you just can't get yourself into a pickle. Yeah, you give yourself a chance, kinda, not really, but once you commit, you got to go.
Wisner, chopper through the hole on the right side. That's a base hit. Luther steaming around third base. He's in. RBI single for Jonah Wisner. Now he's going to take off into second base safely as Kitchener continues to throw the baseball around, and Wisner adds on to the lead here in the second.
Your center fielder, number 11, Gio Morello.
I don't know how that ball got to the backstop. Ibarra came well out. He knew there was no play at home plate. He came well out onto the infield grass to cut the ball off and try and keep Wisner at first base, but he just didn't get the glove down. So yeah, that will go as an E9 on the throw, but you could look at that as potentially being on Ibarra as well.
So 2-0 Jackfish. They've struck in each of the first 2 innings tonight. And another runner standing in scoring position. Gio Morello sends one to center field in the air. Cabral comes over to make the catch, inning over. So the Jackfish manufacture another run off the starter Elliott, but he's able to get out of the inning with no more damage done. We head to the third. Jackfish on top 2-0 in a must-win game for the Kitchener Panthers here in Game 3.
Ryan's got the contestants. Let's hear.
Alrighty, Fanatics, my all-time favorite here, the CA Niagara Stack and Dash. You got Mark and Rebecca versus Thomas and Celia. Here's how this works. When I say go and you take off, come grab a donut, bring it back, stack it on your partner. Once all 4 are stacked, you bring it on back to me. First team to cross the line wins $25 of BDs, courtesy of CA Niagara, and a Purple Lizard t-shirt. Thank you, Purple Lizard. Fanatics, make some noise for our contestants. On your mark, get set, go, 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 go. Oh, there goes the phone. I got it. All right, need some more energy out of you people. Let's go, make some noise. They're trying real hard out here. One donut down. This isn't as easy as it looks, folks. So that's the stamina at this point. All right, 3 donuts, here we go. A little winded on the right here. She'll be all right. Come on. All right, last donut, here we go. Almost made it worse. All right, go for the dash anyway, here we go, he's off. Oh, this could be very close. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep. Congratulations, you're walking home with $20 to Vides. And a purple laser t-shirt. Make some noise for our contestants. That was one of the best. We will be back.
The greatest comeback in CA Niagara stack and dash history right there on the field. Leading off the 3rd inning for Kitchener, center fielder number 2, Jamie Cabral.
Top of the 3rd, Jamie Cabral will lead things off for the Kitchener Panthers, who trail 2-0 to the Welland Jackfish. What a photo finish we had in between innings, Reese.
That was close.
The roar of the crowd, too, getting right into it.
That's like the opening race in Cars where Lightning McQueen sticks out his tongue to try and win. It was kind of like that.
You in the movies tonight.
Man, it's going to be a movie night for me.
It's going to be a movie night. Ben Abram back to work for the Jackfish. We'll see 9-1-2 for Kitchener. As Cabral comes up empty 0-1. Inserted into the lineup in center field to take over for Matteo Zeppieri. Ruta Osawa, who started both game 1 and 2 in center, moves to left. Breaking ball is going to be slashed off to right. Long run for Porcelato, who overran it. That ball's all the way to the wall. Cabral rounding second. He's on his way to 3rd. He's going to be in with a stand-up triple to lead off the top half of the 3rd inning for Kitchener. So instead of one out, nobody on, nobody out now, a runner 90 feet away.
Yeah, he took the angle to the baseball. It just carried over his head just a little bit too far in and just unable to recover. And yeah, that's unfortunate because that's going to draw the Jackfish defense in, or infield in, I should say.
We talked about the swirling winds being an issue here tonight. There they are, I'm sure. You get it up in the air, it's sometimes going to blow back, sometimes it's going to go further. You never know which you're going to hit. Look at those flags in center field. They're all over the place. One moment they're blowing out to dead center. Next moment they're blowing in at us, all around. That's a great shot out there to really show how windy it is here tonight in Welland. Abram's pitch is a called strike, and it's 1-1.
And Cabral going the other way with it, too. It didn't sound like he got great wood on it.
No.
Got good wood on it the other way, but yeah, it just kept going. Yeah, he did.
Check down. He did go around, and it's 1-2.
This is a situation where you would love a strikeout and not have a ball be put in play.
Abram's got one punch out already through his first 2 innings, looking for a second one here. Kiefer on the ground. Infield's in. Wisner, what a play. On to first. He's able to hold the runner at 3rd. 1 down.
That's one of the luxuries of playing second base, but Wisner still got that baseball sense where he knows that he's got some time before he really has to rush the throw over to first base. He gets back to his feet, he looks the runner back to 3rd, and then gets it to Smybird at first. It's just great baseball sense from Jonah Wisner. Not rushing, taking his time, making a good throw.
Abram starts him off with a breaking ball, does to Penalve, 0-1.
The defense does remain in for the Jackfish. It's good for Ben Abram to get ahead on Penalve here.
Infield remaining in. One away, runner at third. Abrams 0-1. Penalve sends one deep to left field. Camping under it is Hupe, makes the catch. Gonna try the throw home, is gonna be up the line and not in time. A sacrifice fly for Josvani Penalve has Kitchener on the board, and they've cut the deficit in half here. It's 2-1.
Third baseman Yosuke Fuji.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough. You have the infield in. You don't obviously want to give up a run and cut the lead to one, but that's not a bad outcome at all. You get your one out, and unfortunately Kitchener does get on the board, but now you've got two down and nobody on with the middle of the order coming up.
Fuji after the first pitch. In on his hands, chops it foul.
Again, Ben Abram getting ahead of these Panthers hitters. Just trying to control the strike zone as much as possible.
Fuji swinging a miss, 0-2.
He wasn't close on that pitch.
Ben Abram looking to retire the side here in the third. The 0-2 delivery to Fuji outside. It's a good spot. See if he can get him to chase. Able to hold off.
We will see Ben Abram and Robbie Mullen try to go to the back foot with the breaking ball. Seen it a ton throughout the regular season against left-handed hitters. But Mullen going to set back up outside.
Fuji fights it off down the left field line. Foul.
You're also taking information from that second strike where he was late on the fastball, so you also don't want to speed that bat up and throw something slower. That's one of the challenges that a catcher has when deciding how to put a guy away. You know he's late on the fastball, but you know you have a good shot to get him if you try to get that breaking ball to the back foot.
1-2 is going to be sent to center field. Sinking quickly, it's going to drop in front of Morello. Base hit. So the inning will continue as Fuji has his first hit of the night.
Catcher Junior
and that'll bring in Junior Ibarra.
That's a breaking ball that just got a little bit too much plate. Again, you're fighting with yourself. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to continue with the hard stuff? Do you want to go with something a little bit slower? But there, it's just a pitch that stayed a little bit up, and Fuji poked it into center field. Morello just playing a little bit too deep and was unable to run it down.
Ibarra chops it foul. The first pitch he sees, 0-1.
Important thing is to minimize. Ben Abram, you've already given up one. You just keep it there. Keep your team out in front. You've got a good part of the order coming up in the bottom half of the inning. It'll be 3, 4, 5 due up. So you keep this at 1. You keep your team ahead, and they have a chance to get it back for you.
Hot shot, foul, 0-2.
Looks like Davey Mendez is on foul ball duty. He's taking a stroll out to left field to grab that.
Staying loose.
Yep.
Abram another chance to get out of the inning. In on the hands of Ibarra, but he fights it off back to the screen.
Ibarra late on the fastball, so again, you have to make that decision. If you're Mullen, do you stick with the hard stuff, or do you try to get him chasing outside the zone by throwing something to that left-handed batter's box?
No reason to speed the bat up here. Tips outside, 1-2.
I expect him to come back with the fastball here. You know, you waste that one. It really didn't look like a competitive pitch, a little bit too far out.
Swung on and missed, strike 3. Goes back to that breaking ball and gets Ibarra swinging over top. Second punch out of the night for Abram, who's through 3.
Fans,
Kitchener does tack one on a sacrifice fly.
Playoffs are here.
A 2-1 ball
hungry?
game as we head to the
It's
bottom of the
time to get
third
on
here
your
in Game
feet
3.
If you want some hot, fresh pizza pie.
Did you know your dollar does more in Niagara with Penn Financial? And you get the same benefits and rates, except we get to know you better, like true neighbors do. Penn Financial, Niagara's truly local credit union.
Niagara College programs immerse students with a highly experiential learning environment enhanced by digital technologies. We place students at the center of all that we do. We are Niagara College.
And redeem your foul ball for a brand new Jackfish logo baseball, perfect for post-game autographs. Fans have been informed, 50-50 jackpot take home, already over $1,000 tonight. Get those 50-50 tickets now. Keep in mind the park is a non-smoking facility. Smoking and vaping are not allowed anywhere within the stands or concourse in accordance with provincial and municipal regulations. Anyone caught smoking inside will be subject to fines and removal from the facility without refund.
Welcome back. Bottom of the third inning. Alec Murray, Reese Dumani with you here on Jackfish TV. Game 3 of the IBL quarterfinal playoffs. Jackfish looking to sweep their way into the semifinal series with a win here tonight. Kitchener trying to send it back to Jack Couch for a Tuesday night battle if Game 4 were necessary.
That's a reason alone for the Jackfish to just want to sweep things, because it's not like you get a day off and then you're back at it on Monday. You've got 2 days to sit and wait.
Porch goes after the first pitch and rips it foul. Just out in front of it. You go back Tuesday if Game 5 at all needs to happen. You go Wednesday.
You know, Porch is trying to make up a little bit for that last inning blunder, I guess.
Off the end of the bat into left field, shallow left field, no man's land, but coming in is Osawa to make the catch, one away. Good communication by Osawa and Kiefer, who peeled off as Osawa was coming in, had the better line on it to make the catch.
This might be a good day to put the ball in the air. It's going to give outfielders troubles all night long. Porch out in front on the first one and then just pops this one up into the air to that left side for an easy out.
Called strike to James Smybert, 0-1.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Very important here for Elliott to throw up a 0 after his team got him back within 1. Smybert sends one to left field. That ball is deep, sending Osawa back onto the track. He leaps and he makes the catch.
Oh, man.
Great grab by Osawa, who was ranging back right in front of the wall.
Catcher number
able to haul it in for the second out.
Mullen.
Didn't think that ball had any chance to get down.
That's what I mean. If it hits the right wind, Reese.
All he needs is one gust. just kept going and going.
It's quickly 2 down, a couple of flyouts to left. Robbie Mullen will chop the first pitch foul. Called strike, and it's 0-2.
It's a good take. Not much you can do with that. It's a good spot from Elliott, though.
Mullen skies one in the air on the infield. Towers is under it. He'll make the catch, inning over. 1, 2, 3. Go the Jackfish on 3 pop-outs.
Please direct your attention to the first base
Elliott
side
works
of the
right
field
through the
in
middle of
front
that
the visitor's
Jackfish order
dugout.
with no
It's
problem
time
here in the third. We
for
head to the fourth. 2-1. Jackfish on top.
Buyer Group at IG Wealth Management. Back down to the field we go. Ryan, take it away.
All right, Fanatics, we've got Jason, Chris, and Leandra versus Dan, Austin, and Terry for the Kersey and Bear Group at IG Wealth Management. On your run. Here's how this works. When I say go, you take off around the infield towards home. First across the line wins $25 to Boston Pizza. Fanatics, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! The tactics in this game, I love it. All righty, they're catching up here. Oh no! I think it's over. Oh wow. Congratulations, Jason, Chris, and Leandra. You're walking with $20 at Boston Pizza. Make some noise for our contestants.
Fans, renew your 2026 Welland Jackfish season memberships today. Season memberships for the 2026 season are now available. To renew, don't have season tickets, visit wellandjackfish.com/2026 and join our wait list today. Leading off the fourth inning for Kitchener, first baseman A.J. Carosis.
Welcome back into the ballpark, and I'm not sure what's going on down. It looked like the bat boy down by the Kitchener side of things is hurt down on the field, Reese. That G-Mac down there?
I think so. Well, I saw him before the game, and he said he was limping. But he said he was all right. He's a tough guy. I knew he was going to try and get through it, but...
Trainer Matty Richards over there to take a look on Greg down in front of the Kitchener dugout. Looked like it was Cabral who was helping him back down in front of the Kitchener area, and then they paused the game for a short amount of time. Now we'll be back to game action here in the top of the fourth. As the first pitch to Carosis is slash foul. Green will give it a look, but that'll get down.
Looks like they might have moved him into the dugout. That's good to get him out of harm's way.
Kitchener's trainer as well, Bobby McLaughlin down there. The best care down there. Hopefully G-Mac's all right. 0-1 on the way. Another one slice foul, 0-2.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
This is an important part of the order for Ben Abram. If he can put up a 0 here, keep it at 2-1. Then he'd get the bottom half of the order next inning.
0-2 is low for ball 1. I think if Mullen catches that, it's a different result.
Yeah, I agree. It just makes the ump look bad. Even if it is a strike. If it's borderline and you don't catch it, you're not getting it.
A 1-2 from Big Ben. Cut on and miss, strike 3. Mullen will have to throw down to first to complete the K. He will. Third punch out of the night for Abram is how we open the 4th.
Designated
That's
hitter
big to
Trent
keep the leadoff
Lawson.
man off base. You'll get Lawson now, who flew out to center his last time up.
It's a great pitch, Reese. Starting over the middle of the plate, cuts in on the left-handed hitter. Not much you could do with it except swing over top of it. And he's going to start off Lawson with a strike.
Both pitchers have really done a nice job of just getting ahead of hitters. You know, it was a struggle for Elliott to put guys away in the first inning. However, he's found a way to do so as this ball game has continued on.
0-2 now to Lawson.
Been a ton of nothing in 2 counts on both sides.
See Ben Abram get into his groove here.
Yeah. The triple was his 1.
There you go. 0-2 on the way. Yanks it a little bit more outside, looking for a chase. Doesn't come. So now a 1-2 will come to Lawson. Abram kicks into the windup. Right at the knee, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks to open the 4th for Abram. Not sure what Lawson was looking for. Right down Broadway.
Yeah, I don't think that could have been more center cut than it was. Pretty good pitch to
Left fielder Rita
offer at,
Osawa.
but must have just been expecting something soft, and he got a fastball.
So now Ruta Osawa, who is 1-for-1 with a single back in the 2nd, steps in. Abram just misfiring off the outside of the plate.
That's a good spot to try and start off Osawa with. Tried to get that outer corner, just didn't come back in time. Oh, man. CJ is live on Instagram.
The green bee.
How tall are you? That's my favorite question already. I love that. So we know what's coming up after this half inning.
I'm not sure who gave CJ access to the Instagram, but yeah, look at him.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody's got to revoke that privilege right now, immediately. Look at him down there. He's not even watching the ball game.
Is he giving a TED talk?
I'm not sure what he's doing down there. Maybe he's hyping up the people for what's to come in between innings. You know what? I don't even want to try to guess. 1-2 on the way. Strike 3 called. Abram sets down the side via the strikeout. And his 5th punch out of the night comes at a great time as Abram 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the 4th. And we head to the bottom half of the 4th. Jackfish on top 2-1 here in Game 3 of the IBL quarterfinals.
Dugout. Green Bee.
There was a bug, a rattling bug. It was a rare bug and a rattling bug. And the bug down in the valley, yo, the rattling bug, the bug down in the valley, yo, the rare bug, the rattling bug, the bug down in the valley, yo, the rattling bug, the bug down in the valley, yo.
Fans, he is the one and only, oh my, Green Bee. Leading off the fourth inning for the Fish, designated hitter number 24, Grayson.
Who says Dad Bud
Barrett
aren't in 2025?
Tarps off for the boys. I can't believe that.
Comedy show or baseball game? Both.
A little bit of both. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun.
Barrett rips one just foul down the right field line. Do you think he cleared that with the director of fun before he did it, or did he just do it off the whim?
There's no chance.
Easier to ask for forgiveness than permission,
Absolutely.
as the saying goes.
Yep.
Everybody along the dugout was enjoying, all the players popping out laughing.
He pointed at somebody on the field, one of the coaches. Pat Casey was watching, Ryan Bench.
Ricky Piliteri, who never smiles, by the way. One of the grumpiest guys you'll ever meet. Just in game mode. He's just serious.
Hey, just serious.
Oh, it's going back on. There we go.
Is that the worst part about the whole thing, is having to put it back on?
Yep.
And get back into whatever character he plays for the other 8.5 innings?
He's exposed himself to the entirety of the IBL community. And whoever's tuned in on our YouTube stream tonight.
Hey, you went tarps off the entire game last week when you weren't here. All 9 innings. He just had the overalls on.
He just keeps taking it an inch closer, doesn't he? Grayson Barrett sends one deep to center field. That ball is tracking back at the wall. It's off the top of the wall. Grayson Barrett on his horse. He's thinking 3. He's around second. Barrett in with a slide. A lead off. Triple for Grayson Barrett to open the 4th. It almost carried out over the tender cut side of the deepest part of the ballpark. It just stayed in off the top of the wall.
Number 1, Thomas.
And that'll get the fans up to start here in the bottom of the 4th.
You hit it hard enough and you get it in the air, it's going to go. It sounds like a broken record through the first 3.5 innings or so, but that ball was just destroyed off of Barrett's bat. He was early on a pitch early in the at-bat and drove it down the right field line, but foul. Here he lets it travel a little bit longer, and it carries out to center. And you're right, it did almost get out.
Any other part of the ballpark, that ball is gone.
Yep, for sure.
And credit to Grayson for running that one right out of the rip, Reese. He wasn't sure if it was going to go or not, but he was on his horse, able to make it in to third base safely. Thomas Green with the infield in, bounces one to short. Throw on to first from Kiefer in time. One away, and the runner's got to stay at third. And that'll bring in Brendan Luther.
That's a good point, Alec. You can tend to get into your home run trot a little bit early if you think it has a chance, but Barrett right out of the box hard. And there was no let up until he slid into third base. Green just didn't get that one up the middle enough.
Infield remains in for Kitchener with one away and a runner at third still. And Brendan Luther steps in, who's 1 for 1 tonight already with a base hit. Takes outside for ball 1.
A little bit of a no-look throw there from Ibarra. See if he could get Barrett caught sleeping.
One 1-0 on the way to Luther. Dips outside, 2-0. Brennan Hupe on deck. Elliott trying to strand the leadoff triple.
This is not a count you want to be in against Luther.
He's odds on are going to see a good pitch to hit here. Tons of space right up the gut. 3-0 to Luther.
Looks like he wants no part of Luther.
Do you put him?
Don't blame him.
Do you put him on and go after Hupe? Set up the double play.
Yeah, you could.
An unintentional, intentional walk, if that.
You could, because again, this isn't your typical 8-hitter.
It wouldn't be a horrible play by Kitchener.
No.
And they do find the strike zone there. 3-1. I doubt they give him something to hit in a 3-1 count.
Yeah, you've got a couple of bases open. And that's not to say that Hupe's not a dangerous hitter behind him, but
Luther's going to go after one, slices it to left field. Tracking over, Osawa makes the catch. That's going to be a productive out, though. A sacrifice fly for Brendan Luther. Kitchener gets the out, but they give up the run as Barrett comes in to score. 3-1 Jackfish. That ball was going to be in the foul territory as well.
Number 21.
Do you let that drop?
The same thing.
Do you let the? I was right off the rip. I'm like, that's in foul territory. Is that a situation where you let it drop and go after a 3-2 count, or do you get the out and just say, okay, we'll take 2 outs and we'll give up the run here?
My thoughts exactly, Alec. Yeah, you're right. I think it's still early enough that you're okay to take that out for a run. But
with how hard it's been for Kitchener to scratch runs.
Yeah.
That's why
right.
I put it out there.
Yep. Absolutely.
All the different thoughts of a baseball game, of course. Swung on and missed, 0-2.
And left fielder, Osawa, you're out there to catch fly balls and get out, so that's probably what was just going through his mind. Yeah, he was aware that he probably wouldn't have a chance to get the guy out at home, but you're right, it is a thought that does creep into your mind.
Elliott delivers downstairs. 1-2 to Hupe. Just some food for thought for our viewers back at home. In on the hands of Hupe into foul territory down the first base line. The catch will be made. A.J. Carosis to retire the side. So Elliott continues to deal pretty well for Kitchener in this one in a must-win game for the Panthers. They do give up another run. It's a Grayson Barrett triple. Brendan Luther will cash him with a set.
Big ball collision. We got Jackie and Scott. Here's how this works. When I say go, you're going to take off, run into each other, land on your tush. You're out. Stay on your feet, win the gift card. Or sorry, a free oil change, actually. We'll get her in the big ball. Jackie, are you ready? Scott, you ready? Don't hurt her. I actually have my money on you. You guys ready to see them clash? On your mark, get set, go. Jackie, go. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Spread out. All right. You guys want to see him do it again, but this time, like, faster? Okay. All right. Go! There we go. Yikes. You want to go again? Yeah, she does. One more time. Get back in the ball. There we go. One more time for all the crazy fanatics that are ruthless and mean. All right. On your mark, get set, go! Go, 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 go! Oh, God. All right, congratulations, Scott. You're welcome on the free oil change courtesy of Elevate Automotive Truck and Trailer. Make some noise for our contestants with their grades. We'll be back. At least CJ will be.
Leading off the 5th inning for the Kitchener Panthers, second baseman Charlie Towers.
Top of the 5th here in Game 3. Alec Murray, Reese Dumani, thank you for joining us on an overcast, windy night in the Rose City. Ben Abram back to work for the Fish in the 5th. And he starts off Charlie Towers with a called strike. Abram, that's pitch number 46 on the night for him tonight. He has just been effective. He's been locating his pitches. He's had the put-away stuff, the swing and miss stuff. It's all seemed to work for Abram here so far tonight as he pumps in ball 1.
Yeah, heck of an inning from him last inning. Just struck out the side. It was impressive.
Hot shot right back up at Abram. That'll send him to the ground, and that ball's into center for a leadoff base hit from Towers.
Center fielder Jamie.
It's not a small target that baseball was headed for out of the mound. Abram able to get out of the way.
Quick reflexes from the big right-hander. You know what? This Kitchener Panthers lineup, bottom half has hit the ball way harder than the top half has here tonight against Ben Abram. Putting together good at-bats for the Panthers at the top, at the bottom, trying to turn things over for the top.
On the ground is second. Wisner turns to second. Luther, no chance back to try and turn two as Cabral was speeding down the first baseline, but they do get the lead runner. One away. And back to the top of the order for Kitchener.
Kiefer.
That's a quick transfer from Wisner there. That was a really close play at second base, and Wisner, there was no hesitation. There was no extra pump. It was ball in glove. Ball out of glove to hand and then off to second, and it was just a quick transfer over to Luther there at second, and yeah, no shot at the double play. Again, it was a ground ball that's hit hard enough to get one, but not hard enough to get two.
Big cut from Kiefer, comes up empty.
I'd say that's been one of the bigger differences between the two teams. Kitchener has definitely put the ball on the ground a lot more than the Jackfish have.
That one is into the gap in left field.
Was off on that pitch. And you could automatically hear the Panthers' third base coach saying, hey, keep coming, that's not going to be caught. Automatically hear the Panthers' third base coach saying, hey, keep coming, that's not going to be caught, as fast as Gio is in center and how much he's able to.
And that's another one.
Again, it was the bottom of the lineup setting things up for P.D. Kiefer there.
1-0 from Abram. It's going to skip through the catcher Mullen. Kiefer's going to advance up to third, and the tying run's 90 feet away.
Wouldn't surprise me if that draws the infield in here.
Hamilton already in the top of the first has a 1-0 lead over Chatham-Kent.
Home run?
No, not a home run.
Wow,
Sacrifice fly. Aiden Ryan getting the start for Chatham-Kent against Freesis Adamus for Hamilton.
Where'd that miss?
3-0 now to Penalve. I'm not sure where that pitch was other than in the strike zone.
That's two pitches.
Froze everybody, yeah.
That's two pitches in this at-bat that Abram's been like, what?
Penalve is going to send one into the center field gap. It's going to be down for a base hit. We're tied. Penalve thinking three, going to take the big turn into second. He's safe. Back-to-back doubles, and we're tied.
I like the idea to try and lay out for that baseball, but
third baseman Yosuke Fuji.
I think there you might want to stay on your feet and try and keep that one in front and keep Penalve at first base, so at least you still have a double play intact. You can still get a ground ball. But now you've got a guy once again in scoring position. Ben Abram will get ahead there. Nice job by him. That's a tough spot. You got to keep it at 2 so far in this inning. find a way to minimize the damage as much as possible.
Swing and a miss from Fujie, and it's 0-2.
No one's stirring yet for the Jackfish in the bullpen.
That ball's whacked to right field. Porcelano coming in to make the catch. So they get the second out, a big second out. Penalve's got to stay at second.
It's a heck of a jump from Porcelano out there in right field.
Catcher
Seemed like that ball had a really good
Abram.
shot to drop right in front of him, but he's got way too much speed. And he runs it down easily and then fired a strike to second.
Abram fires in a called strike one to Junior Ibarra. One and one the count. Big at bat here for Ibarra.
This is one of the more dangerous hitters you're going to see from the Panthers. So if Ben Abram can find a way to get him, it'd be huge. Big pitch coming up here from Abram.
Outside, good leave from Ibarra, 2-2.
Yeah, they tried to see if they could get a chase there from Ibarra. We'll see where Mullen sets up for this one. If they try to go back out, it looks like they will.
Here comes the 2-2. Yes, sir. Strike three. Abram with a massive punch out of Ibarra for number 6 on the night. But Kitchener scratches across a pair on a pair of doubles. We're tied and back to square one. Here in game 3, we head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-3, Panthers and Jackfish.
Take it away.
All right, Fanatics, I'm taking over for the rest of the...
Liam and Ethan, you see that? Happy birthday to all from your friends, family, and the Welland Jackfish. Want to host your birthday party here at the pond? Visit fan services at the front gate or wellandjackfish.com/groups to learn more about our amazing birthday packages. 50/50 tickets still on sale. Get those 50/50 tickets now. Don't forget as well, if you snag a foul ball tonight, visit us at Fan Services located at the front gate and redeem your foul ball for a brand new Jackfish logo baseball, perfect for post-game autographs. Leading off the 5th inning for your Welland Jackfish. Second baseman, number 4, Jonah Weisner.
Pitch to Jonah Weisner. It's a called strike. 0-1. Now a brand new ball game here at the bottom of the 5th. In on the hands of Jonah Weisner. He flares one into right. Penalve calls off Cabral and makes the catch one away.
In this 5th inning as well, we're seeing the first action of any bullpen. The Kitchener Panthers.
Center fielder,
number
number
62,
11,
Dakota
Gio
Parsons, that's currently throwing.
Morello.
I mean, Davey Mendez throwing right now, but that's probably just to stay loose, I would imagine. He's not throwing from a mound, so a little bit of flat ground work.
Gio Morel, but no, the catch is going to be made. Osawa, who was coming in quickly. Good read, 2 down.
He got a good read off of that baseball. It looked like he was playing a little bit in as well with Morello at the plate. So
the right fielder, number 10, Mateo Porcello.
Ends up catching it chest high. That's a couple of quick outs for Elliott after his team gets him even at 3 in the top half of the inning.
They're having some technical difficulties. That ball that was sent out to center by Grayson Barrett hit the camera.
Huh. So what you're saying is, if the camera wasn't there, it would have been a home run.
There's Chief Dan Pokerady on the case. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Trying to fix it for us out there. One and one. For now, we got to make do. Ball 2.
We'll be all right. See if Porch can drive one here. Try to find a gap.
In on the hands of Porcelano. He chopped it off his foot, actually, as he's hobbled at first. And it'll be a foul ball, and Porch has got to walk it off.
Seen quite a few guys fouling balls off of their legs, shins, ankles. It's been rough for anyone that stepped to the plate.
Two and two. Downstairs, good leave by Porch, and it's a full count.
That's a really good take. So that's close enough where you think about it if it's going to get called, but then you see it start to dip a little bit more as it continues to come into the plate.
Skips to the backstop, and Mateo Porcelano has drawn a second walk of the night. So a 2-out walk will give Smack a chance to hit in the inning.
And you would have to imagine that Porch won't stay at first base for very long. Hasn't stolen a bag in the series yet.
Number 5, James Smybert.
So here is James Smybert now with a chance to do some damage with 2 away. Evan Elliott try and get through another great inning here for Kitchener. Fires in ball 1.
Smybert's hit the ball in the air to left both times. Almost homered the last time, as that just kept carrying and carrying out towards the scoreboard. Like I said, you have to imagine Porcelato's not going to be at first base for very long. That's already twice. 2 disengagements already for Elliott.
All right. Well, now he can have second base. Might as well let him walk down there at this point.
No kidding.
Yep, there he goes. Ibarra double clutches. No chance.
Elliott probably had a decent shot to throw over because Porch got a little bit stagnant there after that one hop, but then he was off to the races, and with that double clutch, yeah, Ibarra had no shot to get Porcelato.
Base hit would give the Jackfish back the lead here. See if James Smybert can come through. One is called, strike 2.
That's a good spot to live if you're Elliott. That's right on the inside corner. Smybert hovers over that plate, so he'll get jammed more times than not if he offers.
The 1-2 on the way. Smybert fights it off over top of us to stay alive.
You don't need anything special here. Like you said, a single will get it done. That's plenty of speed out at second base. You might as well be at third.
The 1-2. Smybert bounces it up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Gets into center field. RBI single as Porcelato in to score. Jackfish back on top as Smack comes through with a 2-out base hit.
It's a seeing eye single up the gut for Smybert. I thought keeper was going to come over and at least get a glove on it, but it was just out of his reach. And they don't care how hard you hit it. Smybert gets the job done and gives his team the lead back. And that's huge to respond, especially the next half inning.
Oh, look out inside of Mullen. 1-0. So the Jackfish surrendered their lead a half inning ago, and now they get it right back for Ben Abram.
Good block from Ibarra there. I know Smybert saw the ball down, so he got a fairly decent secondary lead, but just couldn't go anywhere. With Ibarra corralling it around home plate.
See if Robbie Mullen can give the Fish some more insurance here with 2 outs. Outside, down low, and the count is run to 3-0 on Mullen with Grayson Barrett lingering on deck. Anywhere but the camera, Grace.
Are you going to break the news to him?
Yep.
Okay.
Mullen knew it was going to be ball 4. Didn't even have his bat ready to go, as now 2 aboard for Grayson Barrett. And that's going to draw Pete Kiefer out.
Yeah, hey, Grayson, our camera cost you a home run.
Our camera cost you a home run, and it's also broken, so it's a double negative here. There's the pitch count. 72 on the night for Elliott so far. He's been really good for Kitchener. If you're Kitchener, you can't ask for much more than what they've got here tonight. Compared to Ben Abram, I mean, Abram, Reese, 48 strikes to 15 balls tonight. He's just been filling up the strike zone.
Yeah, both guys have done a really nice job of just filling up the strike zone, making guys put the ball in play despite seeing a number of strikeouts from Ben Abram.
Again, I was of the assumption of how good Elliott pitched last time he was in Welland that he was going to get game 1.
Yeah,
I know we were both quite
you.
surprised when we looked at each other and we saw Vargas penciled in as a Game 1 starter. Not to take anything away from him, but, you know, Elliott has been really good in Welland and this season for Kitchener. He's, you know, doing it again here tonight. Grayson Barrett hops all over the first pitch line, shot foul.
Yeah, it was really surprising, and again, that's not to take anything away from Vargas, but you said it. Elliott was dominant here last time he pitched at the pond.
The only reason the numbers don't look as nice as they should is because they left him in for too long.
Yes, absolutely.
He was well over 100 pitches, and they still continue to roll with him in the 7th.
We've had a number of counters on our screen for a number of things this year. The amount of times he looked into the Panthers dugout in that game asking, like, hey, when are you coming out? We could have had one up there for that.
1-1 to Barrett. Look out, yanks it inside, 2-1.
And I'm curious if we're starting to see that now. And we just mentioned his pitch count. It's not extremely high.
It's getting there.
But, yeah, it's getting there, and you are starting to see a lot more balls. And I mentioned Parsons was warming up earlier. That's not him. I believe that's Liberta, number 6. So we saw him in Game 1.
3-1. If he can get out of this inning with 80 pitches, I think he goes out and you see him for the 6-3s.
There's no chance. If they send him out, I would have no words.
Yeah?
Yeah, there'd be no reason to bring him back out.
You think this is it?
Yeah.
3-1. Barrett fouls it off, and it's a full count. Well, we'll see what they decide here.
Again, unless you've got 2 guys in the pen that can throw. But if all hands are on deck for the Panthers, I don't see him back out for the 6th.
3-2 on the way. Got Grayson Barrett to swing over at strike 3. It was ball 4, and Barrett swung through it, and Elliott gets out of the inning.
Time for the IBL.
So he limits the damage to just 1, but the Jackfish do retake the lead. We'll see if he comes back out for a 6th inning. But for right now, Kitchener back down 1, 4-3. Jackfish on top. And we will head to the top of the 6th. Ben Abram, no doubt about it, back out onto the bump for the Jackfish while we come back in the 6th.
They are the IBL's fastest grounds crew. Happy belated birthday as well tonight to Liana Ferrante. Happy birthday, Liana Ferrante, from your friends, family, and the Welland Jackfish. Leading off the 6th inning for the Panthers, first baseman A.J. Carosis.
Pitch from Abram is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's really trying out there.
He is.
He needs to go up more, Dan. He's working on it. 0-2 now to A.J. Carosis to lead off the 6th. It takes a village.
Yeah, this game's just halfway over, but he's already earned a beverage after the game. Look at that guy. Attaboy.
Jack of
That's
all
called
trades.
being clutch.
0-2 is right there, strike 3. Carosis sat down on 3 pitches as Abrams got another one. 7 on the night now, and a perfect start to the 6th.
Lawson.
Need a 0 here from Abram. Gotta throw up a donut. This is hilarious, by the way. I shouldn't say that, but... Callum's right behind us providing the directions.
It must be super, super fidgety out there on the camera. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No.
Could we unscrew it potentially a little bit more so it's easier to tilt?
I say we have Dan just stand out there and hold it the entire rest of the ball game. Abrams 0-2 on the way. Cut on and miss, strike 3. Oh, he's locked in now. Another punch out. That's 8 for Big Ben.
Left fielder Runta
And back-to-back to open the 6th.
It's almost like that last inning for Abram got him a little angry. He just carved up Carosis and Lawson, and he'll look to do the same against Osawa. And he gets ahead of him.
0-1. His head.
I think Coach just had a voice crack. That was a little loud.
Abrams' offering is cued foul, and it's 0-2.
Pedro de Los Santos is throwing in the Jackfish pen. Pitch count in way better shape for Abram than it is for Elliott on the other side. So we'll see if Abram would get the 7th inning or not.
Here comes Abrams' offering. 0-2 is just outside.
Good call. It was just off.
Just missing. Mullen tried to frame it. That one to second. Wisner's got it on the run. Throw is away and by James Smybert. He's going for second. Smibert's on it. Throw to second is in time. He got him. Disaster avoided. What a play by Smybert at first base. And they're out of the inning.
With that, fans.
And a 1-2-3 go the Panthers in the 6th. In an exciting way. Reese, we head to the bottom of the 6th. Jackfish remaining on top. 4-3.
So get up and dance with Clark.
There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Home is wherever you make it. Might not be what you expected. Raise your glass and take a moment. Look around you, this is home.
This is so bad. What if somebody sees this?
We have to get rid of this.
How?
Oh, I've got some ideas. At Penn Financial, our advisors can help you clean up the mess and make sense of your finances. Whatever your financial secret is, there's no judgment on our end. Don't live in financial stress. Come to Penn Financial. We'll help you clean up the mess.
We're approaching last call to get those 50-50 tickets. Keep that jackpot rolling. Tonight's Crime Stoppers of Niagara jersey draw winner, Ron Wood. Ron Wood, please report to the Crime Stoppers of Niagara.
We're back.
Table.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Alec Murray, Reese Dumani. Game 3 of the quarterfinal. Best of 5 between the Kitchener Panthers and the Welland Jackfish. Dan's got the camera back.
Off the 6th inning for Welland.
What a beauty. He's earned himself 2 beverages post-game. As we're back in business here in Welland, and Thomas Green will lead things off for the Jackfish, who lead 4-3. Out of town scoreboard, we'll breeze through that quickly. In Chatham-Kent, bottom of the 2nd, as Green pops one into foul territory. Carosis got a beat on it, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for Elliott, who is back out onto the mound for Kitchener in this 6th. 1-0 Hamilton.
The shortstop
on top and just underway
Brandon
in 12. Scoreless at Hastings between the Royals and Majors.
Have to imagine that's probably Cush against Keys in that game for Guelph in London. It is Cush for Guelph.
In other news, the sky is blue.
Yeah, it is.
Your 1-2 punch goes here tonight.
And it is Keys for London.
He's had a fantastic season for the Majors. Not going to overpower you with anything, but he's got some great off-speed pitches. So much move. Luther gets a called strike on him. I said 0-2 now. I'm sure you look back and said, hey, looked like the pitch Ben Abram threw that a little bit. You took the immaculate inning away from him. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Luther strikes out. 2 down. Do you think you knew it was going to be an immaculate inning?
Number 21, Brandon.
No, 8 strikes for Abram.
No.
1 pitch away, just missing, according to the home plate umpire.
You know what? As cool as it is to have one of those, umpires really have no care in the world, and that might sound petty and you know, a little bit silly, but they really don't. They call it as they see it.
Elliott's going to have a really quick inning here in the bottom half of the 6th. He retires the fish in order. So we might see him back out for a 7th inning. Clean and quick from Elliott as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. Back into this ball game. Jackfish holding on to a 4-3 lead.
I got Craig and Mark, and they are here to do the Dizzy Bat presented by Empty Bellies. All you're going to do is spin in the bat until we say stop, and then you're going to try and hit the ball off the tee. The winner gets a $25 to Empty Bellies. Fanatics, make some noise. If you're ready to watch these Fanatics get dizzy. Oh, you guys can be a lot of that. I said make some noise, Fanatics. All right, on a count of 3. And 3, 2, 1, start spinning. Here they go, and they're off. Do we think they're dizzy yet, Fanatics? Do we think they're dizzy yet? All right, let's say keep it going. We're going to continue to keep going. All right. Keep spinning. Are they dizzy yet? Do you think we keep them going? You guys are mean. And okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Craig or Mark. You are the winner of the Empty Bellies gift card. Fanatics, we will be back.
Fans, don't forget, Welland Stadium stops serving alcohol at the end of the 7th inning. Visit the bait shop or Miller Lite dugout now and enjoy an ice-cold tall boy. Please respect the rules. Help us maintain a positive atmosphere for each and every one of our Welland Jackfish fans. Leading off the 7th inning for Kitchener.
Charlie Towers will lead things off here in the 7th.
Towers.
It was Towers, followed by Cabral back to the top, and P.D. Kiefer 2 up for Kitchener here in the 7th. Ben Abram back to work for the Jackfish. Where on earth did that pitch miss?
Okay.
1-1. I imagine we'll see something similar, Reese, tonight. In the 8th and 9th, as that's a strike from Abram.
Yep.
1-2. De Los Santos in the 8th. Davey Mendez in the 9th.
Yeah, that's what De Los Santos was brought in for. Also allows you to go back to the rotation, but
Jose Dominguez is also up.
It's an option.
Swing and a miss from Towers, strike 3. Nasty breaking ball from Ben Abram, who's got his 9th punch out of the night here. And that's how we open the 7th.
Yeah, that was nasty. Get the sword out.
Center fielder Jamie Cabral.
Yeah, it's almost like I said, that inning where the Panthers got 2 just angered Ben Abram. Which is not a good thing for the Kitchener Panthers, or for any opponent at that matter.
Swing and a miss, Cabral. And it's 0-1. He's had the strikeout stuff working here tonight. 0-1 from Abram. Served up into center. Gio Morello's right there for it. 2 away. Question, do you make the change if Abram continues to roll like this, though, Reese? Do you set him out
Shortstop
for the 8th?
P.D. Kiefer.
I mean, De Los Santos did work last night.
Yeah. You know what? If he gets Kiefer here, I'm curious what happens, because you've got the lefty in Penalve, then you've got Fuji, and then Ibarra, who's a right-hander.
Here comes the pitch, and it's downstairs for ball 1. Back to the top in Kiefer. 4th time through the lineup for the Kitchener Panthers tonight.
And that might also be a reason why Abram comes out, is because this is the 4th time through.
Rip foul. Gorgeous skies here at Welland Stadium. Beautiful night for baseball.
And for fireworks after.
And for fireworks after post-game. That one's inside, 2-1. Yet had to delay the fireworks a week because of the fire ban in the Niagara region. But, hey, since then we've had lots of rain, lots of nice cool days. Lots of nice cool days on tap for the next 10 days in the forecast as well for Niagara. So cooling off a little bit. That's strike 2, and it's a even count of 2-2.
The way De Los Santos is throwing, it sounds like the 8th is his, or it looks like the 8th is his.
Big Ben, 9 strikeouts through 6 2/3. Here's the pitch. It's chopped foul.
And the way the Panthers bullpen is set up right now, I believe Elliott will be back out for the 7th. No action whatsoever to our right.
Abram trying to get his guys through 7 strong. Here's the 2-2, and it is a foul ball.
Kiefer just trying to fight. fouling off these tough pitches from Abram. And trying to get a good one in the box. He did double his last time up. But other than that, it's been a couple of ground balls that Abram's induced against Mr. Kiefer.
A 2-2 coming from Big Ben. Here comes the offering from Abram. It is going to be flared foul. Could be playable for Thomas Green. He's under it, and he has got it. Ben Abram through 7 brilliant innings for the Welland Jackfish in game number 3, giving his guys a chance to win this one. And there is the handshake from the manager, Brian Esery. 9 strikeouts through 7 solid innings for Big Ben Abram, who given his chance, or his team a chance to move on here tonight. They'll go to the bullpen for the 8th inning. Right now we head to the bottom of the 7th. First we stretch it. Welland on top 4-3.
So let's get ready to stretch those lungs, those arms, and those legs, and whatever else. We're all going to the ball game. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. And it's root for the Jackfish. If they lose, it's a shame, 'cause it's at the old ball game. Thank you. Go Fish, go.
Yes, indeed, he's back. All right. Hot diggity dog. Who wants a free hot dog? Time for the hot dog toss. Here we go. Leading off the 7th inning for the Jackfish, second baseman number 4, Jonah Weisner.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Alec Murray, Reese Dumani, alongside our great crew here in Welland. Game 3, Jackfish looking to punch their ticket to the semifinals tonight. They are 6 outs away from doing it. Ben Abram, 1 rocky inning, Reese.
Yeah.
And you can't even really say it was a rocky inning, but a couple of doubles kind of stung him a little bit for a pair of runs, but boy, did he ever settle down. And just the 3rd exceptional start of this series for Welland Jackfish pitching. And 9 strikeouts for Abram as well. His pitch count didn't even get to 90. I mean, he was fantastic, and Pedro de Los Santos will be in for the 8th. It'll be back-to-back nights that we'll see de Los Santos and Mendez, presumably, if the score stays like this.
Yeah, if your starters allow 3 or less, they've put your offense in a good chance to get yourself a win.
Jonah Weisner chops it to second. Towers got to be quick. Did just get him by half a step.
3 runs against is doable.
Lefty warming up
The
is
center
Liberta.
fielder number 11, Gio Morello.
I'm sure he's up. Any sign of trouble for Elliott in this inning?
Yep, that's a great point.
Funny enough, the last time Elliott did pitch in this ballpark, it was the same score, 4-3. So this is back-to-back starts here at the pond for Elliott, where he's looked really good.
Royals strike twice against Keys in the bottom of the 1st inning. A 2-0 lead in the 2nd for Guelph.
I think that one is going to go the Royals' way. Majors just don't have a ton to go up against the Royals with.
It's as even as a 3-6 can get, Reese.
Yeah.
Morello bunts it foul.
You know, Payano, Custodio, realistically, that could be a toss-up because both guys are really good. Custodio threw one of the best games of the year last night. And then you go Cush and Keys. That's an advantage for Cush. So just like we've gone 3 in a row here with the Panthers, they're going to go back to back to back, finishing it off tomorrow with Game 3 at Labatt Park, whether the series finishes or not.
Could be an elimination game if
Could be.
Guelph is able to pull one out tonight. That hit Morello again.
That's 4 times in 2 games.
Morello has been hit by another pitch in this series, and it got him in almost a similar spot to the first one in the inning.
Matty's getting a workout. Been a busy night
He
for him,
is tonight.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Never a good night when you got to say the trainer's name on broadcast more than one time. Not that we don't like to. Good guy, but tonight's attendance, 1845.
Looks fuller than that.
Does look fuller than that. I think that's a low ball.
Can we do a reverse Brampton Steelheads? They say there's like 2,000 in the building. There's maybe 200.
We don't lie here. We keep it legit. Original.
Keep it 100.
No need to lie.
Nope.
Gio really taking his time here now, walking down with the trainer to first base.
Well, after the second one last night, he did give a little bit of an extra long stare out to the mound, like, hey, come on, like, really?
Right fielder number 10, Mateo Porcelato.
Well, you've been hit 4 times in the last 9 plate appearances, Reese. That becomes frustrating, whether it's, non-intentional or intentional. It doesn't matter. It gets frustrating. It gets old fast.
And I was someone that really enjoyed getting hit by a pitch. That might sound like the stupidest thing in the world.
You get on base.
Yeah, you get on base. I loved it. I had no issues getting hit, but you're right. Even I got to a point where it was like, okay, like, can you let me hit?
Yeah,
like,
throw me a strike.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly. Go. And that's exactly what Gio's thinking.
So a 1-out base runner. As Elliott gets a little extra zing on it, but it's outside for ball 1.
I think
James Smybert lingering on deck. I bet if he doesn't get Porcelato here, he does not face James Smybert.
No, I don't think so.
Ground ball to first, step on the bag. They get Porcelato. Gio Morello advances to second. And now with 2 away, James Smybert's in another big spot here for the Jackfish.
Baseman, number 5,
We'll be curious to see what they do.
Smybert.
If it's me, I go to the lefty. Pete Kiefer looks like he's pretty comfortable down there. He ain't moving. So it'll be Elliott Smybert.
Smybert has had 3 good swings off of Elliott. Sack fly back in the first. Hit it to the track, into the wall in inning number 3, and then singled home a run in the 5th. So
Coach trying to rally the troops. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-1.
smack chance, love it, after a bomb yesterday.
Take one right now. 1-1 on the way. Rips it foul.
Heads up, Pat.
Splits for Elliott tonight, 62-34. Strikes and balls. just under 50%, Reese. It's not a bad average.
Not at all. Not at all. He's approaching 100 pitches now.
Smybert on the ground at first. Carosis toss to Elliott, who's there in time, inning over.
Right,
and
fans,
take a bow, Mr. Elliott, who is brilliant. 7 innings of 4-run baseball against the Welland Jackfish in an elimination game for his team. Not much more you can ask for out of a start from Elliott that Kitchener got tonight. But the Jackfish do remain on top 4-3. Pedro de Los Santos in for the 8th as we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
It's time for the impact.
When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
When we at Miller Lite set out to brew a light beer, there came a moment of truth. When we had to choose great taste or 90 calories, we chose both. Tastes like Miller time.
That was the Impact Promotions Impact of the game. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Welland Jackfish, number 39, Pedro de Los Santos. Now batting for Kitchener, right fielder,
Pedro de Los Santos, his second appearance in the playoffs. He pitched last night. He'll pitch tonight in the setup role. Pitched a scoreless inning, Reese. Yesterday, he has not allowed a run as a member of the Welland Jackfish in 7 innings. Pitched 6 of those in the regular season, 1 in the playoffs. Did have a little bit of issues with the control last night, but was able to work around it. 1-1.
This is the perfect matchup to begin it off. You want a left-hander facing Penalve in a 1-run game in the 8th.
De Los Santos rocks into his windup. Downstairs, 2-1.
Love that he's still got the sticker on the hat, too. That's awesome.
Three and 1 to Penalve. You bring in De Los Santos to give you the flexibility to use Euclides Layer out of the starting position. He's just been way too good to have out of the bullpen, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
Full count is that one's on the outside corner.
The guy that's been too good just to use him for 1 inning.
Yeah, he's way too valuable to have out of the bullpen. Now, that being said, you get into important games. Did he go? No, they say he's able to hold off, so it's a walk for De Los Santos. And he walks the leadoff man, never a good sign as Penalve's aboard.
Third baseman Yosuke Fuji.
That being said, if you need Euclides Layer out of the bullpen, I'm sure he's ready.
Oh, yeah. Especially if the Welland Jackfish are able to get to the IBL finals and it's a 7-game series. And you need even 1 inning out of the pen. I'm sure he'll be happy to give it to you.
Starting this game like he started last game. Trouble in the zone. De Los Santos, a member of the Kitchener Panthers for a pair of seasons. Ball 2.
You got to pump a strike here.
Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Now you continue to just go at Fuji. Again, you don't want to lay anything over the plate, but free passes are your enemy right now, so make him put the ball in play. Let the D help you out behind.
Ground ball would be perfect here. Bunted back to the pitcher. Mullen's going to take it, throw to first in time by a step to get Fuji. They advance the tying run to second, but a nice play by Robbie.
Yeah, with De Los Santos being a left-hander there, he would have had to turn and fire, and that might have just been a little bit too much time to get that throw over and to get Fuji. So Mullen, the easier play, just picks it up and fires it to first.
That does do two things, though. Gets Kitchener to the double play possibility, and it also moves that tying run into scoring position.
A situation that calls for a K if you're De Los Santos.
Or a weak contact.
Or ground ball to the left side. Pop up, yep, for sure.
Ground ball to first. Smybert will step on the bag, advancing the runner to third, but now 2 down, Reese, and it's going to take a 2-out hit for Kitchener to get a run across, and it'll be A.J. Carosis tasked with the job. Out of town scoreboard. Yushin Ota is having himself a series. He has singled and tied the game in Chatham-Kent. Barnstormers trying to stave off elimination tonight at home at Fergie Jenkins Field. Down 2-0 to Hamilton, who is trying to advance and punch their ticket to the second round. Still 2-0 in Guelph, as the Royals have the lead over the Majors. Strike one.
Chatham-Kent would be a team to scrap their way back even and force a game 5.
Such a scrappy team all season long.
Yeah.
Lefty-lefty matchup. De Los Santos comes. Ground ball to first. This one should do it. Smybert going to take it himself to the bag in time. And De Los Santos works around a lead-off walk, and he strands Penalve at third.
Right.
Kitchener goes away without a run. Jackfish remain on top. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Crunch time here in the Rose City. Jackfish lead 4-3. 3 outs to go if you're Welland.
That's tonight's fan of the game.
bottom of the 8th. Welcome back to Welland Stadium. Alec Murray, Reese
Leading off
Tumani,
the
and
8th
crew
inning
here
for
with
the
you at
Fish.
Game 3.
Catcher number 23, Robert Mullen.
5, 6, 7 due up for the Jackfish. Robbie Mullen, followed by Grayson Barrett and Thomas Green. Looking to give them some insurance as we head to the 9th.
You'd love to get at least one here.
Early on it, hot shot down to the dugout. Around the bullpen area, 0-1 to Robert Mullen. That is Davey Mendez getting warm for the Welland Jackfish down the left field line. Robert Mullen pokes one the other way to right. Right into the mitt of Josvani Ponalve for out number 1. And Evan Elliott back
Your
out for the 8th inning
hitter,
race.
number 24, Grayson.
You know what? It's
Barrett.
tough to fault them if they believe that is their best way to try and win this game. And it's tough to blame them with how he's pitched in this ball game.
His next pitch will be his 100th.
Pretty good pace.
We said he needed his best start of the season for Kitchener to give them a chance. Well, he has done that tonight. Pitch number 100 is inside for ball 1.
And a bouncing ball up the middle is the difference. Off the bat of James Smybert right now.
Yep. Barrett takes a called strike, 1-1.
Crowd didn't like it. Thought it came around the plate outside.
1-2. Elliott comes set. Gets Barrett to swing and miss, strike 3. And Grayson Barrett is sat down, another strikeout.
He had something to say to our home plate umpire after that. The way he kind of went at it was like, you set me up for that by calling those strikes. They came in.
Yep. Elliott's got now 4 punch-outs on the night. And with 2 away, it's Thomas Green. Who takes a called strike.
And on Elliott, when he came off the field in the 7th inning, it looked like he had gotten the handshake from the manager, Pete Kiefer. So he either talked his way back into the game, or it was just more of a high five, but it did look like he got a handshake, so I'm sure he did some convincing. Try and stay in this game.
Regardless if Kitchener can come back in the 9th and tie this game and, you know, give themselves a chance or not, this start from Evan Elliott will not go unnoticed. Weak contact. He's had good control all night. He's been ahead in majority of his counts. And he has given his ball club a chance to extend the series to Tuesday.
Yeah, starts like this, get you spots on teams next year.
1-2. Outside, it's 2-2.
And whether that's with the Panthers, whether that's another team that takes notice of it. Again, if they do end up losing this one, still, you gave your team the best opportunity to win.
It is strike 3 called, and Thomas Green says there's no way. Questionable calls in this 8th inning sent the Jackfish down in order, and Evan Elliott, what a job by the Panther starter. He goes 8 really good innings for Kitchener.
For your Welland
and we're going to
Jackfish.
stay right with you because you know what time it is. Here at the pot, Davey Mendez in to lock it down and try and send the Jackfish to the semifinals. We'll send it down to field level. Under the lights at the pond, does it get any better than this view? Reese Dumani, Davey Mendez into the ball game to try and send the Jackfish on to the next round. He got an inning last night. It was not a safe situation. He struck out a pair in a scoreless inning. And what a shot that is. Under the lights here at Welland Stadium. Davey Mendez, how fitting that he has a chance to lock down a save and send his Welland Jackfish on to the next round.
Just a great shot. And you know he's amped up. He's ready to go. This crowd's fired up. 3 outs away from a berth in the semis.
Leading off the 9th inning for the Panthers, designated hitter Trent Lawson.
And the only thing left to be decided would be the opponent for game 1 here at the pond.
Mendez missing inside for ball 1. He will get 6, 7, 8. Lawson, Osawa, and Towers, the scheduled batters in the 9th. Mendez comes in. He's got his sign. Here comes the 1-0. Right down the middle for strike 1.
Expect that 2-pitch mix. He'll fire in the heat and then follow it up with the breaking stuff.
Paints that one on the outside corner for strike 2.
He's also a guy that if you can't catch up to the heat, he's not going to shy away from it. You got to prove that you can get to it first before he starts to go a little bit slower.
Mendez ahead in the count, 1-2.
Now he's looking for a ground ball here.
It is now a 4-0 Guelph lead. 2 in the bottom of the 3rd for the Royals.
Wow.
That is the 3-6 matchup.
You know what? That one's tough to really look at. Yes, you can say Guelph's dominating, and they're a playoff team, but London, they're not built to play a team like Guelph.
High chopper to 3rd. This is going to be a hard play for Green. Oh my! It stays fair. It just died on the grass. Nobody had a shot. Their best chance was to let it roll foul, and Kitchener has the first 2 aboard here in the 9th inning.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You saw Mullen immediately like, hey, let it go, let it go.
It's the right play, Reese.
Second baseman,
There's nothing
Charlie
you can do about
Towers.
it. No. And now it's Charlie Towers.
Has to be a bunt here.
Tying run is at second base. Go-ahead runs at first. Nobody away for the Panthers.
Smybert will start on the grass. Green's on the grass as well.
Line shot to first base. Smybert steps on the bag. Throw to second. It gets in to left field. The tying run is going to come home and score. You have to understand the situation, and that baseball cannot be thrown. They do get the 1 out, but Kitchener has tied this game at 4.
Smybert gets the out at first and then jump throws it to second. You got to eat that. That can't be thrown.
You have to understand the circumstance and the situation. And Welland gives Kitchener a run to tie the game in the 9th. It's going to be a blown save for Davey Mendez. And now he's got to worry about stranding the runner on the bases and taking care of the next 2 hitters here. Canberra at the dish. 1-0 on the way. Yanks it outside, 2-0. Davey Mendez pitched last night, Reese, in a non-save situation. But the thought process is, well, it's close enough. We want to get this win. And we don't necessarily know if we're going to see him tomorrow night. We don't necessarily know when the next game's going to be.
Yep.
But it just works out that now he's got to pitch back-to-back.
Yeah, because you don't want him sitting for a week. There'd be longer.
Well, if he didn't pitch.
If he didn't pitch yesterday.
Yeah.
And he didn't pitch today.
But he's also been on base twice. He's tripled back in the third. Paints the outside corner for strike one.
Yeah, that gives you a force out at every base, and it does make your lives a little bit easier with the ball on the ground, but you're right, it is the number 9 hitter. Not that he's had a terrible night by any means, but you still don't want to walk him.
Time's going to be called.
You also knew the Panthers were just going to roll over and just accept getting swept, so.
Swing and a miss, 3-2.
It's not close.
I mean, they beat Welland twice this season.
Once here.
That was the Elliott start, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he have that one too? I think that was Vargas in the 6-5 one. Elliott had the 4-3 game, I know that.
3-2 on the way. Infield pop fly. Smybert is camped under it. He's got it. 2 down. Would have loved that a batter earlier.
Big time. But I think that's big for Smybert to get the next one there.
Shortstop Petey Kiefer
puts that one in his back pocket. Help him shake off that last throw a little bit more. Now you take your chances with the top of the lineup.
Kiefer turning in on that pitch. It's called a ball.
I think one guy you have circled right now is the man on deck, Penalve. Feels like you got to keep him there.
Want to know the count. Swing and a miss. 1-1, way behind that fastball.
Yeah, not close. That was ball 2. That's a sign of a hitter that's maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Expanding the zone when there's no reason to.
Go ahead run is at second. Mendez trying to strand him and send it to the bottom of the 9th. Little nubbler up to second. It's going to be booted by Wisner, and the go-ahead run's going to score. Kitchener takes the lead in the 9th inning on 2 horrendous errors on the infield. And the Jackfish trail 5-4. The ball's got to be in your glove before you try to throw it.
Right fielder goes.
It was going to be a tough play regardless for Jonah Wisner at second base, but
left the infield in this inning. And that was the leadoff single.
I think I speak for everybody when it's just shock around this ballpark. Kitchener, what seemed to be down and out of it, down to their last 3 outs against one of the best closers in the league, have found a way to scratch across 2 runs. Both of those runs coming on errors. Smybert's going to take it himself on a first, but too late for the Welland Jackfish, who give up the lead. Kitchener, for the first time tonight, down to their last out of the season. Cash in the go-ahead run. And on 5 hits through 9 innings, the Panthers have a 5-4 lead. Jackfish last call for them in the bottom of the 9th.
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
Great job, Fanatics, leading off the 9th inning for your Jackfish. Shortstop, number 20, Brendan Luther.
Last call for the Welland Jackfish, who give up the lead in the top of the 9th. 2 Panther runs on 2 Jackfish errors. Jake Liberta into the ball game, trying to get the save for Kitchener. He'll face 8-9-1 in the Jackfish order. Luther will lead it off. The definition of just hanging around, Reese.
Yep.
Luther swinging a miss, 0-1.
Big thing for the Jackfish here is don't try to hit a solo home run to tie it.
Need base runners.
Panthers were able to get the lead with only hitting 1 ball to the outfield.
And they make neither of them.
Yeah, that's Mybert one's a mental mistake all day. It's got nothing to do with his physical abilities. He's just got to eat that baseball. Just trying to do too much again, make that highlight reel play that didn't need to be made. You take your chances with 1 out and runners on 2nd and 3rd.
Well, you also got a double play intact. And then Jonah Weisner on second base, just too eager to get that baseball off before he even had it. Luther stays alive as he fights it off foul. They just need 1 base runner here. Kitchener trying to extend the series to a Game 4 Tuesday. And time's going to be called.
Just make Liberta think about it a little bit more.
0-2 count coming from Liberta once again. He got Luther to chase, strike 3-2. And the first out recorded here in the bottom of the 9th for Brendan Hupe.
Left fielder, number 21, Brandon Hupe.
I'm really surprised they went to Liberta in this situation. And I know you've got a couple of lefties that are due up, but Jackfish rocked him in Game 1. 5 hits. Didn't walk anyone. But he did give up some runs to the Jackfish, so I thought we would see Danny Garcia.
He pitched last night, if I'm not mistaken, for Kitchener. Outside for ball 1. Again, same situation. They wanted to get him some work.
Yeah, one last showing. There he is. There he is throwing, but
Swing and a miss, 1-1. See if Hupe can find some grass here. Fouls it off, now 1-2.
Gotta find a way. Gotta scratch and claw.
1-2 to Hupe, trying to get on and bring the go-ahead run to the plate. Outside, good weight, and it's 2-2.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a good hold. Just Alberta not finishing on that pitch, but just tailed away from the plate.
2-2 count to Hupe. And on his hands, fights it foul. This is a game that felt in control of the Welland Jackfish, even though it was biggest lead was 2 runs, Reese. You just had the feeling Abram went 7, and Los Santos and Davey, as good as it gets, back end of the bullpen. Not Davey Mendez's fault by any means, but the defense just letting him down in that 9th inning.
Yeah, he got weak contact. Could have easily walked away with a donut in the 9th.
Ball 3. It's a good at bat by Hupe. See if he can get on here. That would be huge to turn it over to the top of the order, and you know Jonah Weisner wants a shot to redeem himself here in the 9th.
It always seems to work out that way for whatever reason. It's got to start with Hupe here.
Liberta, big sigh. Fouled off again.
Heck of an at-bat. Hupe just fighting at the plate. Waiting for a good pitch to hit.
We will do another 3-2. Big pitch coming up here, Liberta. He got him, strike 3, down to their last out.
The second baseman, number 4, Jonah Weisner.
Alberta finally got the K there after Hupe fouled off a couple of tough pitches. He saw a couple of balls away. Just unable to come up with that last one. Now it's all up to Weisner.
Lefty, Jonah Weisner, last hope for the Jackfish tonight. Holds off inside, ball 1.
And this was your league leader in hits in the regular season.
Takes a called strike.
It looked like Weisner was waiting until he saw a pitch over the plate.
One and one count to Weisner. Downstairs, 2-1. Two and one on the way from Liberta. Weisner shoots one right back up the middle, and there is life as he's aboard with a base hit. A 2-out single gets up the middle, and the tying run is at first for Gio Morello.
The center fielder, number 11, Gio.
Didn't hit it all that hard, but hit it in the right spot, right up the gut. You've now got great speed on the bases. You've got a good contact guy in Gio.
Now you leave it up to the captain. Can he come through in a big spot for the Welland Jackfish? A gap shot would make a close play at home. You cannot get thrown out on the base paths.
Nope, absolutely not.
Gio Morello with 2 down and a runner aboard. Takes outside for ball 1. Mateo Porcelato on deck.
I'm not sure Weisner's headed anywhere anyways.
You can't get thrown out.
Nope.
Right off the mask of Ibarra.
Also a good, healthy cut from Morello on that pitch, too.
Outside, almost got away from Ibarra, but he's able to hold on to it.
Favorable count. Definitely looking to drive something here. Good take.
3-1. And that tying run moves up to second base. Pete Kiefer out of the dugout. He's looking over at the Kitchener bullpen. Has not made a call yet. Mateo Porcelato with 2 aboard here in the 9th. Jackfish trailing 5-4. Looking to at least tie this game back up. And the right guy at the right time. A base hit ties this ball game.
For the Fish.
You just got to find the outfield.
10, Mateo.
Obviously, a 3-run bomb would be unreal, but you just got to find some grass in the outfield.
High and away for ball 1.
Curious if he waits for a strike.
Weisner at second and Gio at first. Porch at the dish, 2 down, bottom 9. Kitchener trying to extend their season till at least Tuesday. Porch spoils it 1-1.
That was a good swing. Thought he had a really good chance to drive a ball there. Same situation as Gio. He saw ball 1, fouled it off, and then Gio saw 3 straight balls. So
Smybert on deck. The 1-1. That one is sent into center field, dropping quickly. That's a base hit! Jonah Weisner's gonna score! Morello gets the stop sign at third. It's an RBI single for Mateo Porcelato, and we are tied in the 9th. The big boys come through in the big time moment, Reese. All with 2 outs.
Number 5, James.
That's clutch. Porcelato just able to dip it into center field. That's what happens when you creep the door open a little bit for this Jackfish club. You get the 2-out single, you get the 2-out walk. All you needed was grass beyond the infield, and that's what Portulato was able to do, and we're not done yet.
And now James Smybert, who has a chance to redeem himself from that mistake in the 9th inning, and he has a chance to send these fans home happy as he comes up empty 0-1. Morello stands at third base. Smybert tonight is 1 for 4. Takes a called strike, and it's 0-2.
Now you just got to shorten up and fight. Find a way.
Put the pressure on the defense.
Absolutely. You get something past the pitcher, you give yourself a shot.
Liberta comes down at 0-2. Smybert rips one, foul down the right field line. Just out in front of it.
He knows he just missed that one, man. Got great wood on it, but you're right, just a little bit early. About 4 to 5 feet outside that right field line.
We welcome all over 700 of you who are tuned into this Game 3 here in Welland to the broadcast.
I'm sure at third base there, that's why they looked at Gio. He wants to get an aggressive secondary lead. If he sees a ball in the dirt and it gets far away enough from Ibarra, he wants to be ready to come in.
A 1-2 pitch coming from Liberta to Smybert. He's trying to end the Panther season, fouls it off.
And you have to imagine, let's say Smybert walks, gets hit by a pitch, somehow reaches base without a run scoring. This is probably it for Liberta. And we're seeing the closer for the Panthers come in to face Mullen.
A 1-2 count. Smybert puts it in play to second. Towers has it to first in time, and we're going to extra innings. So the Jackfish and Mateo Portulato able to come through, and there's a look at it. 5-5 after 9 in the books, and we are headed to an extra frame to see if we can decide a winner. Kitchener trying to save their series. Jackfish are trying to advance. We'll pop aside, and we'll be back for the top of the 10th.
Leading off the 10th inning for the Kitchener Panthers, Third baseman, Yosuke Fuji.
So Yosuke Fuji will lead off the 10th. Of course, postseason extra inning rules, Reese. You don't get the runner at second.
Thank
No
God.
ghost runners, and I know
God, that'd be the worst rule ever.
it would be the worst. And well, you got to earn it now. So
Yep.
you get Kitchener's got the heart of their order. 3, 4, 5, 2 up. Rip to second. Weisner's got it, 1 down.
With Mendez out for his second inning
Catcher
of work, that's
Junior
huge to get that
Ibarra.
first out there.
Out of town scoreboard. Chatham-Kent, a 3-2 lead over Hamilton. That game in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And it's London clawing back into it. 4-3 now. They're down.
Wow.
That game in the top of the 5th at Hastings in Guelph. Mendez pitch to Ibarra is high for ball 1. Jackfish will have 5, 6, 7 due up in their lineup. Mullen, Barrett, and Green in the bottom half of the 10th.
With
2-0.
With two right-handers, I imagine it's Garcia's inning.
Yep.
He's still throwing.
Jackfish don't have anybody throwing down in their bullpen.
Saw Howard in game 1. Saw Jose yesterday.
Chopper to short. Luther's got it sized up. He'll throw across the diamond in time. 2 away.
First baseman, A.J. Carosis.
And now that'll bring in A.J. Carosis.
You know, S's list did say everyone was available, but I don't think it's a relief appearance for Euclides Layer tonight. He's probably the only guy I would imagine that wouldn't throw.
Strike poured in by Mendez. Starts with the off speed. One thing has been Abram getting shafted of a win here tonight.
Yeah, he was really good. Had one bad inning.
If you want to say 2 runs is a bad inning, for him it is.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah, because he went through a stretch where he struck out 4 straight. 1 to end the 3rd, and then he struck out the side in the 4th.
Davey trying to get through the top half of the 10th and send it to the bottom. He's ahead 0-2 on Carosis. Here comes the offering. Ripped foul.
And I'm not surprised to see more off-speed stuff here from Davey in this inning. Keep sticking to the fastball. That's when they start sitting on it, and that's when they do damage. So he's starting to mix in that breaking ball a little bit more often. Saw it first pitch to Carosis, just saw it there.
Mendez trying to get out of the 10th. 0-2 once again to Carosis. That's a fair ball, and he didn't run. Easy out for the Jackfish. And 1, 2, 3, Davey goes in the 10th to the bottom of the 10th. Jackfish another chance to extend it and send themselves to the semifinals. Can they do it? We'll find out. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Kitchener Panthers, number 38, Danny Garcia. And leading off the 10th inning for your Jackfish, the catcher, number 23, Robert Mullen.
Bottom of the 10th. It's Danny Garcia in for the Kitchener Panthers. Their closer coming on in this one. He pitched the other night as well, and now into the ball game for Kitchener to try and match Davey Mendez's top half of the 10th. He'll get 5, 6, 7 in Mullen, Barrett, and Green.
There's a couple of right-handers and the lefty Barrett. And just like the bottom of the 9th inning, start with something simple and build something great off of it.
Robbie Mullen hammers a ball deep left field. It is gone! First pitch of the inning. Robbie Mullen blasts a walk-off series-ending bomb. Are you kidding me? Robbie ends the Panthers season on one pitch, and the Jackfish win it in 10.
That was awesome. Are you kidding me?
Did that just happen?
One pitch.
He hopped all over a first pitch fastball from Danny Garcia, and he says, we'll see you next year, Kitchener. What a baseball game.
Little bit of a longer hold from Garcia before he delivered that pitch, and then Mullen just blasts it out to left field. Get the fireworks started early. Sent it right to the display and left.
Get the brooms out, Reese Dumani. Oh my goodness.
Down to the field we go.
The Welland Jackfish down to their last out. Mateo Porcelato comes through, and Robbie Mullen walks it off with a home run. Down to field level we go.
Number 23, Robert Mullen. Well, with a walk-off hero, and you clinch the series.
That was awesome.
Let's bring it back. Yeah, right to Mullen. Let's go, Fish, baby.
Robbie Mullen with one swing sends the Jackfish to the semifinals. They knock off Kitchener in the first round again, this time via a sweep. Let's, for one moment, Reese, talk about Kitchener, because for about an inning there, we were like, oh my goodness, is this going to happen once again this year, where the 8th seed Panthers pull off a win in Welland. And I mean, Evan Elliott, first of all, outstanding tonight. The bullpen for Kitchener, outstanding tonight. They did their jobs. And their lineup tonight, Reese, they put balls in play. They made it tough on the Jackfish defense that almost blew them this game. But in the end of things, just not enough for Kitchener as they shake hands down, and a baseball tradition at the end of a very hard-fought series, Reese.
Yeah, Kitchener was really good in this game. They were playing for their season, and we knew Elliott was going to have the game of his season, or potentially the game of his life, to try and keep his team's season going and get them back to Kitchener on Tuesday. He went 8 and was really good enough to give his team a chance to win. And then they get their first lead of the series in the 9th. Off of Davey Mendez, where they only hit one ball to the outfield. There were a couple of dribblers in there. There were a couple of errors. And they just found a way to score 2. And that's the type of team that the Panthers are. They scratch, they claw. No pun intended with Panthers.
Everyone stays off the field.
You know, they just kept trying to keep their season alive, and good on them. Couldn't put up a donut in the bottom of the 9th. Like I said, you give the Jackfish any sort of opportunity to score a run, they're going to do it. And you have a 2-out hit by the leader in hits in the IBL in the regular season. You get a walk, and then you get that single from Porch to tie it, and then it didn't take very long in the bottom of the 10th inning for Mullen to finish it off. So, I mean, heck of a game. Panthers, they played their hearts out tonight to try and keep their season alive. Elliott was great. Penalve had himself a good day at the dish. I thought the bottom of the lineup for the Panthers had a really good day at the plate as well. So Lawson, Osawa, Towers, Cabral, I thought all 4 of those guys had a great day today. It just wasn't enough in the end, and the Jackfish are off to the second round of the playoffs.
Just a crazy end to this one. At one point, we had over 700 of you with us to watch this one, whether you were cheering for us or you weren't. I'm sure the majority of us weren't. But that's not the point, because the Jackfish do get it done, and they will see the second round opponent to be determined, Reese. But for now, the celebration is on here in Welland. 3 wins, a clean sweep of the Kitchener Panthers, and they take this series. And Robbie Mullen takes it to the bank with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th on the first pitch that Danny Garcia threw to left field. What a baseball game. What a night here in the Rose City as the Welland Jackfish will earn the fireworks that are going to get thrown off here in about 4 minutes. Reese, final words from this one.
I mean, heck of a ball game. I said it before the series even got started. You want to see competitive ball, no matter if it's 1v8 or 4v5. You want to see competitive. We're off. We're off to round 2, partner.
It wasn't easy, but it was fun because the right team came out on top.
Big time.
And it's always fun when you get postseason games. You get postseason games in the fall, and they come down to the last swing, and that is Robbie Mullen. I believe that's our first walk-off of the season here at the Pond, if I'm not mistaken. I think that is the first walk-off we have seen here in Welland for the Jackfish this season. And for a team with 31 wins to have their first walk-off in a game-clinching scenario, no better time, no better player. Robbie Mullen just earned himself a couple of free bats from the owner,
yes.
Ryan Harrison.
Yep,
I think
he absolutely did.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to sign off here. Fireworks display about to set off. Kitchener's season comes to an end, and a hard-fought battle for them tonight coming up just short. The Welland Jackfish sweep away the Panthers, and they await their second-round opponent. And we'll see who that will be in the next coming days, or maybe next week at some point, depending on how these series go. But for now, we know for sure the Jackfish are one of 4 teams who will play in the semifinals. We're not done. We'll see you at some point. Hopefully next week, maybe after that, we're not sure. But we'll see you again this season at some point. For now, we say goodnight. And for everybody here at Welland Stadium, cheers from the Pond. Jackfish sweep the Panthers, and they're on to the semis.